I've seen a back and forth turn pretty nasty, I'm going to say.
You look like you've been crying.
You keep spinning things. You're the ones that are sitting around and trying to get a reaction out of me. And then when I stopped giving you reactions, you fabricated falsified stories, falsified emails, acted on my behalf, pretended to be me because they...
Well, the problem is it's more than about you and me, Liam, because you're striking a Lossy, you've struck Nasser, you've
and
struck
I will
Smiller.
strike anyone who continues to steal my content. All you do is sit around and play.
Opa, do you wanna have fun? I said, but one. You should start running far, but little tyrant. In this you will find, and you love to watch him tell lies over. So we'll be very mad and eat that. He will go as a heart, I said, oh man. That's a wait for this life when you know you're watching him cry. It's like you're screaming with an EMCA, straight out your tunnel with an EMCA. Don't try to monetize, he will take copyright, and he'll do it before the fight. It's like you're screaming with an EMCA, straight out your tunnel with an EMCA. He will fill a report, and his premiums report, and his home will be swapped by gold.
Already reported me to Nintendo because they don't understand the difference between my property and fucking Golden Sun. They're that retarded. Oh, you didn't know I knew about that, John?
What?
Oh, look at that in your face. Oh, whoa, Liam might know more than I. Oh, I'm here.
Liam, I've never reported your campaign to
John,
anybody.
You're fucked, mate. You are fucked. I am going to bury you. I'm going to bury you and all of these parasites that have been trying to destroy my life for years and have been actively preying on the customer and creating outrage and manipulating.
Liam, this is psycho.
You
Stop it.
are a parasite.
His precious breathing with an EMCA. Take out the tunnel with an EMCA. Don't try to monetize. He will break copyright and he'll do it before the fight. He's like the screaming with an EMCA. Take out the tunnel with an EMCA. He will fill a report and he'll bring you to court and he'll hold you to swat by gold.
Fight me, John.
Fight you?
Set up in a ring, no gloves, and I'll take down the strike. There you go. And I will clear my name there, and that'll be the end of it.
Clear your name of what? You're the only one making accusations.
Yeah, right. But you guys need to go the fuck away and let me work. And John, you've got to fight me. Or
I'm not going to fight you, dude.
I know you're not, because you're a pussy and you're a coward. I want the blood on my fucking hands of this fat loser. Thanks for your time.
Oh man, that was something good. Oh, I like that. All right. Thank you, Liam, by the way. Again.
I already know what it is. I'm going to be clear. What was he talking about? So, okay. Just watch her doing shit. Fucking badass. It's a fucking. Shut up! Oh my god! Wait, shut up! You know some man rules, for God's sake. I'm talking to the lady. I don't care. Shut up! You had weapons? Badass. So fucking cool. Please shut up. Men's voices, rock hard abs, and a big cock. Giant cock. Don't ruin my fantasy. I know everything. Shut up! I'd marry her on a goddamn garbage heap. Oh, God! Fuck! Wait, oh my God! Wait, hold on. She's not Jew. She's not Jew. I have porn. Oh. I've been through fucking hell. I know. You evaded your piracy. Shut up! I don't care. I just want to see the kind of jeans you're wearing. People, what is this thing called sex? And I gotta try it. sure you were molested, you're probably gosh, man. Her doing shit. Feel like you're a little creeped out by me. Shut up! They're gingers, you're weak. They're fucking thing. I can't get to the end. I just want to fucking suck a dick. You're Whoopi Goldberg. Because I haven't had sex in years.
Watch her nude, her Jew.
Wow.
Eclectic method.
George Washington, baby. Just wait till I liberal everybody. George Washington, baby. Ooh, boy, I tell you what, get ready. George Washington, baby. And you laughed at me, baby. Where they do put chemicals in the water to brain damage you and your family. Get the drugs ready. Hardcore super feminist, IOP Satanist, pesky Muslim extremist, communist, crony capitalist. It's over for the globalist. Racist, he's Barack H. Obama. His religion is hating America. Family out of Kenya. He's a top genital mutilation pusher. Oh, we'll have lots of blood and semen. God, don't put that in the water. It's deadly poison. Get back, they're gonna blow up 7. They're gonna release a really specific bioweapon. Some of the computers will make the decision. They show mutated, dead children. Half the kids on your block with autism. Psychological warfare systems. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey. Pentagon-tested gay bomb is the gay bomb. Come on, bomb. Hey, they turn the friggin' frogs gay. And I'm not for that, by the way. They turn the friggin' frogs gay. And walking around in an effeminate way. They turn the friggin' frogs gay. And I'm not for that, by the way. They turn the friggin' frogs gay. You are now a total mind slave. Splicing little babies with fish. And behind it are mad scientists splicing little babies with fish. Humanoids crossed with fish. The New World Order isn't coming, it's here. You stand up to it like Paul Revere. I'm not against beer. Is that clear? I'm a pioneer. I'm here. You want to see it go on another level? Up. We got lots of switches to flip. You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? Liberal, I'm liberal. Liberal, I'm liberal. See you, liberal. Spiritual takeover via machine, trying to sell you on taking vaccines. One superhuman will merge the machine. You're part of the dream. Demons. They're demons. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. Demons. She is a demon. Murder the Christian. Demons. They're demons. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. Demons. She is a demon. Yeah, he'll say pig demon. From my cold dead head, we're giving you the Death Star plans. The Matrix in a trance. Sick stuff, man. Oh, we'll have lots of blood and semen. God, don't put that in the water. It's deadly poison. Get back, they're gonna blow up 7. They're gonna release a really specific bioweapon. Some of the computers will make the decision. They show mutated, dead children. Half the kids on your block with autism. Psychological warfare systems. Space aliens. Harvest their organs. Super weapon. Brainwashed husband. Intergalactic invasion. Where the country's done as a third world nation. You're in the cult, bro. There's a demon in there running the show. You expose people that bend spoons. Oh. And the midget goes, fuck you, Alex Jones. Oh, yeah.
Let's push the emperors into the ocean. Don't need a gun to flood with devotion. With every hour our number increases. We'll smash your institutions to pieces.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you? It's a beautiful, what is it, Thursday today? Thursday morning here in the United States, more specifically New Jersey, more specifically than that, Marlton, New Jersey. Wonderful day ahead of us. And hey, you know what? I woke up and I said, what I haven't done in a while. I usually save my live streaming energy for the dead of night when I'm exhausted. And I haven't done a morning show in a while. And boy, it would be great to just put a little sunshine across the United States, in fact, across the world. Many of my British subscribers, people who view the show, they say, Ethan, you stream at hours that we're asleep, and I miss it. I miss the show. So it's really nice to be able to do the show now for you. And we got a lot to do. This should be a good way to start your day. We got a lot of EFAPs. Gray Fox says, good morning, Uncle E. You're spoiling us. Oh, you spoil me. Please, booby. Bubbala. I was married to a Jewish girl for a long time. I got all that Yiddish stuff in my head. Great to see you guys. Let me see. Human Sunbeam, Ethan shining brightly this morning. Yes, it's great to see you guys as well. Chris Mack says those Israeli art students definitely didn't have free. What the hell is this? No, that's it. Let's do conspiracies first thing in the morning about 9/11. That sounds fun. Oh, it's going to be a good day. I got Andrea upstairs. She came downstairs and just to see what I was up to. I'm sitting here organizing the day, getting ready for a very productive day at All Caps Comics. I asked her to please make me some hard-boiled eggs, and she said they have to be hard-boiled. I said, yes. She doesn't like that. I understand that. She does not like to make hard-boiled eggs at all, but I need them. One hard-boiled egg is enough to get me through, give me the energy I need, the protein and vitamins to get through until like 4 o'clock. It's amazing. It's a good way to lose weight. Joe Frago says, good morning, Comicsgate. Thank you for $5, Joe. Long time no see. Great to have you here. Let me see. Ethan, glad you're not using beard dye. Embrace the gray. You know what? I really, it's funny that you say that. I looked at myself in the mirror today and I went, it's time to go back. It's time to go back to the black. It's time to take this goofy red beard and it's time to do what they're doing to gingers all over Hollywood, all over entertainment, and it's time to make it black again, or for the first time in those cases. But yeah, got this today. This is the most complete and current ginger erasure chart. And as I say, I'm trying to educate people. We got a lot of people following me on Twitter. Not that many. I'm not that popular. Maybe like 57,000. That's pretty good, right? But some people might not know what's going on, so I have to tell them. For those who don't know, there's a strange phenomenon where characters who have red hair are consistently, quote unquote, reimagined. That's the new, by the way, this is a new kind of leftist buzzword, reimagined. Let's reimagine America. Let's reimagine the police force. Let's reimagine everything, which is basically like, let us change your society. Let us change everything. Reimagined as black. And I say it's bizarre. I do think it is bizarre. I think that's fair to say. When you look at this chart, and by the way, I thought this was pretty current, but people brought up some characters that are missing from this. Somebody said, what about the new Hawkman from Black Adam? And I had to think about it. Carter Hall, I think, was black. Not black. He had red hair. And then he was black in Black Adam. He should be added to this list. And then there are a few more that people also brought up. So this isn't complete. It's never ending. It continues to go. I don't know why this happens. Somebody had a theory, though, that was interesting. If you read this, look at this. If you read this, the comments from people in their theories, they're saying it's because redheads are considered to be like ugly in Asian countries. Asian people do not like the color. They don't like gingers. It's as good a theory as any. I didn't know that. What's wrong? I like gingers. I think they're awesome. And in any case, who cares what they think? Well, you can't have something that you don't find attractive on the screen ever. It seems like that would be self-defeating for most films. But yeah, they don't like to see redheads, so they want them swapped as black. I don't understand that either. It's a bizarre train of thought. But this is what it is. This is a nice glimpse. And if anybody says, what are you talking about? What is ginger side? That's what people call it now. Here's some evidence for that. So this is why I'm thinking about dyeing my beard black again. That's basically why I looked at that and said, it's working. It's kind of working out. Shane Davis is here. He says, good morning, CG. Shane's on vacation at the beach. We wish him and his family well. Great guy. Hope he's getting a little relaxation. David L says, "Good morning, Uncle E. Thanks for the morning show." You're welcome. Like I said, we got a lot to do. I got long EFAPs today that I have been like, every time I do a live stream, I go, I got to EFAP this. And then I just sort of go, I'm too tired. My like nightly live streams only last up to 3 hours, and then I got to go to sleep, you know. So doing a morning show, I can finally get through these EFAPs and get them up on YouTube. Tons of anime characters have red hair, though, says Gray Fox. Yeah, like what? So that's not a good theory then. Shane Davis says that's not true. Okay. I don't know. I'm just telling you what people are telling me. For all I know, you know, I have no idea what goes on over there. I don't know why this happens, but it seems like whenever anything happens in Hollywood, it's because of China. Almost everything that is sort of a strange decision is in regards to China. F and Dave says, "Don't do it, E. Have some dignity." I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. My beard's going to be blacker than ever. I can't wait. All right. If you think I should dye my beard black, let's have a 1 in the chat. 1 right now for me to go and put axle grease on my beard again. FKA322 says, "Who could play Liam in the Netflix adaptation?" I've seen Liam types. I know that we could, I know that there could be somebody to do that. We got a lot of 1s in the chat right now. A lot of 1s here saying, "Go ahead, Ethan, do it." Look at all these people saying, "Yeah, I like it. I prefer it. I prefer your look." Olivia, no bother. Oh, no bother put 2. I think that means don't do it. He's one of the people who's saying don't do it. A lot of people are saying, yeah, nice marmot, hydro shock. A lot of people saying this is a good idea, Ethan. It was a good look for you, and you should go back to it. I'm doing it today. Let's go. Let's get it done. Got to call my barber. Yeah, look at all the 2s, says Eternal Shadow. You think there are more 2s than 1s? You think more people are saying don't do it than do it? Interesting. Well, all right, so we're going to do some EFAP stuff, and I'm going to just be here to hang out with you guys. I got to watch this stuff. I got to react to it. We got a bunch of stuff. One is a great video of a man who knows his rights. He's a lawyer, and he is his confrontation with the police, which I think is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to play that. I watched this last night, and I just died laughing. I can't wait to show it to you. Another thing that we got to do is Chris Cuomo he's got a podcast now. Chris Cuomo, since he's been fired from CNN. I'd like to watch one of his podcasts. It's only 20 minutes and see what Chris Cuomo's doing ever since he was disgraced and fired from CNN. I feel bad for him. I gotta see what he's up to. I'm sure he's doing some good stuff. And then also we have here's Mikey. Okay, hold on a second here. Mikey says, okay, awesome, sounds good. All right, good. Mikey will be here. And I got to tell him what to do today to get these get some of these campaigns fulfilled. And then also the big thing that I got to do. Everybody's telling me this. Everybody's saying you got to watch this. You got to EFAP it. Actual Fandom, who is also known as Dane something. I don't know what his real name actually is. I feel like Dane is probably just another pseudonym. But this guy's name is Actual Fandom. He's got a whole YouTube channel that's devoted to running down fandom menace types, people who are anti-SJW. He calls us anti-fans. Doug 1985 says, "You crazy SOB. You got Paul Chato on." Oh, that was last night. That was great. Some people might be mad at that, but good interview though. Who would be mad about that? Who would be mad that I got Paul Chato on? He was really nice. So anyway, Nerdette confronts Actual Fandom. There's a whole video here that people say pertains to me, kind of, or I would be entertained by it. I don't really know what it is. Those guys talk about me every single day. And I got people who send me links to his show and say, you should check this guy out. He's talking mad shit. And it's like, how much energy do I have to devote to crazy people on the internet running me down? Gray Fox says his real name is Edward Smith. Says so in his PayPal. He links in his every YouTube video. Thanks for the docs, I guess. Good morning, CG, says Eric Weathers. Eric Weathers is with us. Okay. Chris Cuomo, what a clown, says Lark Bark. Well, we'll find out. Chato is great. Yeah, I had a good time with him. I did send him a little note, and he said, thanks for letting me on the show. And I said, I was nervous, and I actually was nervous. And I think I was nervous because I didn't feel necessarily like I don't know. I felt like I didn't want to be weird around him, and I'm weird around everybody else. I didn't want to be weird around Paul. So I tried. It was hard, man. It was a challenging interview. I like to be eccentric, and sometimes I feel like I can't do that. But I said I was nervous around you. I hope I was okay. He's like, what are you nervous about? So he said, I'd like to come on again. I got more stories for you. So we'll have him on again. I would like him to be a regular. We'll get comfortable around each other and become friends, I hope. Professor Kevin Ryan says, hey, we wouldn't bust on you if we didn't like you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, I guess. That's how I feel about Shane Davis. Shane's just like, why do you say these awful things to me? And I'm like, because I love you. I don't know how else to express myself. I grew up in New Jersey. FKA 322 says, I could tell you were nervous. I definitely was. Especially because I think I can talk to anybody about comic books because it's my forte. And I can really just get in there and understand people. But it's easy. It's easy to talk with somebody who does what you do, who likes what you like, or something close to it. I can have a conversation with people like that all day long. But with people who are coming from a different space and I'm trying to get to know them, it's a little bit more challenging. But it was fun and good. I mean, go watch that video from last night as well. Let me see. He's a former network executive, but he worked for CBC. Big deal. Literal state-controlled media. Well, you tell me where that isn't. And I would be... Ethan, are you getting pay royalties for the Flash film? Says Bayona Rad. I think so. I think I will, yes. Just based on what I've seen in the preview trailers, I think I am going to get some royalties for that because I think a lot of it is based on stuff that was in Flash Rebirth. So I should get a little something and possibly a special thanks as well. I'm hoping mostly for the special thanks because I want to add that to my list of thanks on the my IMDb page. My IMDb page, I wrote it myself. I wrote the trivia about me, and I called myself the most thanked person in Hollywood. And I said that, they were going to rename Thanksgiving Day after me, which isn't true. I made that part up. But I mean, it's all about the razzle dazzle showbiz. I learned that from Ed Wood, the movie. So the thanking of Van Sciver continues, says Manticore. I hope so. Fingers crossed. There's a chance they won't do it because they didn't thank me at all for Super Pets. DC's Legion of Super Pets. I didn't get thanked for that. And I should have because I co-created Jessica Cruz and she was in that movie. I really should have been thanked for that. People are very ungrateful. With that film, people were ungrateful. And it's a shame because I did take Ava to go see it. She loved it. And she carries around Crypto the Super Dog with her everywhere she goes now. And I said to her, Ava, your dad, these people are grateful to your dad. People who made this movie. Did you know that the Super Pets are grateful to your father? I couldn't prove it to her. She thinks I'm a liar now because when the special thanks came up, I wasn't there. Lord Raptor Jesus says, thanks for the amazing customer service. Hail CG. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I definitely do. No one has a more glowing review of Ethan than Ethan. It's true. Let me see. Anna goes, you look like an Irish grandpa with that hat. Yes, I do. I love it. It's a whole different look for me. I got 4 of these, and they're all, I wouldn't say Irish, I would say Scottish, but yes, most definitely. All right, James Murphy says that's a great hat. Who doesn't like crypto? Everybody likes crypto. John Platt says, hail EVS and Comic Artist Pro Secrets mods and chats. I just wanted to say that I received my 3 Cyberfrog Blacklight posters, and I'm currently getting them framed now for hanging at home. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, today is the day. Yesterday, we got a nice shipment. I think I brought you guys, I live streamed it. Got a shipment of some cool stuff. First of all, my favorite thing is this Cyberfrog 2 Deleted Scenes. This is the bonus comic book that comes with the Second Chance Cyberfrog Wreck Planet campaign. So if you back Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet, you're getting one of these for free. And that campaign is closed. You can still get one of these. They're up on the Dark Harvest. They're extra, like an add-on at Dark Harvest. So if you go back Dark Harvest, you can add on a copy of this. Today, here's what our plan is today. Oh, the other thing that came was all of the regular posters. I was only going to ship 150 of each, or print 150 of each regular poster. Most people ordered the black lights, but some people ordered regular editions. No poster printer wanted to do those for me. They were just like, that's not enough. You need to print like 1,000 of these. I said, I'm not printing 1,000 of these posters. I only need 100 of each of them. So I don't want 900 of these things lying around. Seems like a waste of money. The printers who did deleted scenes said, we'll do the posters if you give us the deleted scenes job. So I said, that's a deal. And they printed 150. Those are of each of them. So there are 450 of those posters waiting over there at the warehouse. Mikey's going to come here at around 9 or probably 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I'm going to send him over to the warehouse to retrieve all of the regular posters. And his job is going to be to finish the campaign, finish the blacklight poster campaign today. There are 135 orders that need to go out. I think he can do it. 135 orders are going to go out today, and that'll complete the fulfillment of the blacklight poster campaign. And I'm just going to write fulfilled across it. And then what he needs to do is he needs to get these deleted scenes books. He accidentally shipped 30 J. Lee Wreck Planets from the Second Chance campaign to backers. And he shouldn't have done that because they're supposed to get these for free. And we just shipped them the comics. So he's got to go and find those 30 people he shipped to. And he's got to package up this. And then also where is it? Right over here. Trading cards. These are the exclusive trading cards that come with the, it's like a replica of the Cyber Frog coupon. Don't send this in. It's not a real coupon. It's just a replica. That and this, they have to be sent to those 30 people just so that we don't lose track of them. And then we're going to get a Salamandroid Death Sting in, and we're going to get the rest of the, my God, the first campaign done. Very excited about it. You can still get a blacklight poster now. Go to our eBay store. Mikey will ship that out to you today as well. Mikey's a foreign agent, says Manoho. I forgive you, Mikey. Ethan looking like a gypsy boxing champion. Hey, thanks, you scared Jody. That's actually a nice thing to say. All right, so let's go on with the show here. I guess the first thing that I'm going to do, first video I want to watch. Somebody sent me a link to this, and it's just terrific, man. It's a noise complaint, and it looks like this is happening in Florida. Is this in Florida? Let me see. It might be. I think it is. Yeah, it just, for some reason, I look at this and I see Florida. But this guy here was making too much noise, and so the cops came. And I just dig this guy. Let me see. Share screen. Yeah. And let's take a look at a guy who knows his rants. November 6, 2022. Yeah, the 8 on his door is upside down. Look at that. How do you do that? How are you, like, that's right there. That's a sign of mental illness. If you see that somebody hung their 8 on the door and they hung it upside down like that, there's something wrong with them. The guy's inside. He goes, if you fucking knock on my door again, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Are you? Sheriff's office, open the fucking door.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
You're gonna beat the fuck out of me?
You open. I'm sorry. I like that you open the door for the police and you're shirtless and you go, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
You don't have warrant.
Is that a threat?
Then come in here, step in my property, and let's see what happens. Exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, come outside and talk to me.
No, exactly. No, come outside. Once I step outside,
You have jurisdiction. You don't have jurisdiction.
It doesn't matter about jurisdiction.
Dude, I will literally rip your fucking head off and piss on your mouth. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, stop. You come here. Come here. Come outside and talk to me real quick. No, come outside and talk to me real quick.
You can't do that. Nope. You can't do that. You know you can't do that.
You do understand I'm here because I'm for a
you
complaint
can't
noise.
do that.
Okay, you want to step outside?
No. I'm saying on my side of my property.
I understand that, but if I ask you to step outside and talk to me because I'm going to conduct an investigation in regards to a noise complaint, okay, and then you tell me you're going to kill me?
I'll turn it off.
Yeah, you want to turn it down for a second? No, actually, you can come right outside right here. No, you can come outside right now. You can come outside right now. You want to come outside?
He turned it off.
I'll turn it off.
Okay, I do understand that you're highly intoxicated, right? And you turn up the
Shut
music
the
because you
door.
probably believe that it's your neighbor's knocking, okay? But whenever I inform you
have
that it's
no
law enforcement,
jurisdiction.
you have no right to sit here and threaten me.
No.
You do understand that, correct?
You have no jurisdiction. No jurisdiction.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer.
Take a
by
step
the way.
outside for me.
No. See?
How is this guy he's like, I'm a lawyer. How are you a lawyer and you're living like this? Phil H says, yo, Ethan, are you through mailing Wreck Planet yet? No, not by a long shot. We got a long way to go, guy. Long way to go. Here we go.
Dude, way smarter than you.
Okay.
Shut
So
my
that's
door.
so
Shut my
threatening
door.
law enforcement,
Professor Kevin Ryan says, does the cop have a warrant? That's what this guy's saying. Where's your warrant?
right?
No,
Ripping
shut my
my head
door.
off, correct? That's intelligent.
Shut my door.
That's an intelligent statement to
Shut my
make.
door.
You want to step outside?
Shut my door.
Step
No.
outside and talk to me.
Absolutely not. See, the moment I step onto that piece of property, that one, you have jurisdiction. Right now, you have zero.
Okay, you
Yeah,
want to step
zero.
outside? What's your name, sir?
Shut my door.
You want to step outside for
Shut
me?
my door.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna videotape.
Don't
this.
go. Don't go.
Warrant says, no, he doesn't have a warrant. He's answering a complaint. That's exactly correct.
Nope, we're gonna videotape this. All
Go
right,
ahead.
go ahead.
This is being audio and video recorded for me as well. It's right here. Audio on camera.
You have no jurisdiction.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay, so whenever you open
this
your
is
door-
my property.
Yep.
You have no jurisdiction.
Yeah, absolutely. So As I
Exactly.
was trying to
So
explain
on camera,
Me
sir,
too, right here.
you have nothing. So fuck yourself.
Okay.
Go get bent.
Yeah.
Go fuck
You
yourself.
can speak as freely as
Exactly.
you want.
Go fuck
But whenever
yourself.
you stand in your doorway
Go
and you
fuck
threaten me
yourself.
and you say you're going to rip my
I'm
head off,
not fuck. I didn't say that.
taking
I will literally rip your fucking head off and piss on your mouth.
a little bit too far.
Who
You
said
understand?
that?
Okay.
You have anything? to
It's
prove
all
that?
audio and
Okay,
video
then
recorded right
prove
here.
it.
Okay.
Prove it.
Yep, I will.
Prove it in
You
court.
hang tight.
Prove it in
You
court.
hang tight.
Okay. Shut my door though.
No.
So you're not allowed to hang my door open like that?
Okay.
You're not. Shut my door, bro.
Okay.
Shut my door.
No, you hang tight for me.
Shut my door, bro.
Nope. You can record, audio record all you
I
want.
want you to shut my door.
I
You're
got it on
letting
camera
all
right
of
here.
the cold air out.
That's perfectly fine. I'm here
You're
on
letting the cold air
investigation
out.
in regards to
You're
a
not
noise
doing
complaint. Okay,
investigating.
and whenever I knocked on your door, you refused to answer.
And no, and
Okay,
I
and then
said
you
I
threatened
turned
me
the, I
from
turned
the
the,
inside
I
of your
turned the
residence.
music off.
I understand that after you realize that you sat here and threatened law enforcement. You do understand that, correct? So as soon as you open up the door and realize it was law enforcement, yeah, go ahead and act a fool.
What the hell?
Sir,
You want to come here?
no,
You want to step outside for me?
No.
You want to come talk to me?
no.
Okay.
We already talked about this.
Okay. Well, my investigation has not concluded, so I'm not going to leave this
Okay.
residence until we figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
I already turned the music off though.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that, and that was the reason why
Yeah,
I'm here.
but that was zero. I said I won't turn it back on either.
Okay.
I
Why don't you come out here
promise.
and talk to me?
Not only did I turn it off, I promised not to turn it back on.
No, we didn't have that discussion.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Dude, get your little fucking blonde, whatever you're.
That's fine.
your-
You can
whatever-
insult me
whatever
all you want. You're not hurting my
shit
feelings.
is. Okay.
No, you're not going to close this door because I'm not done talking to you.
Okay. Well, you guys can't legally enter without warrant.
Okay, so if you sit here,
This is so entertaining. I can't believe it. I like this guy. Graham Bradley says, Hans Schantz relaunched his book on Fund My Comic. Hope people keep moving off of Kickstarter. Thanks for covering his stuff. You bet, Graham Bradley. And thanks for $5. There's a whole video about that I did yesterday.
and you threaten me, right? And you're going
I'm
to
not
rip my
threatening
head
you.
off. Okay,
I'm
that
not
gives me
threatening
every
you
law,
at all.
every
I'm not
every right.
threatening you at all.
Okay, well, I got it all right here on video camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then go back and watch your little.
I will
video.
for sure. So this is my
And
lieutenant that's getting here, so
hopefully-
we can discuss this.
hopefully-
Okay?
Yeah, sure. Let's do
This is like a Reno 911 episode. It gets better, too.
You want to come outside so I can identify you real quick? What's your name?
No.
Okay.
No. This is my house.
I understand
Go
that.
fuck yourself.
Okay. You can feel that.
See,
You
you're
can
not
feel the way I
that
want.
smart.
Okay.
That's not your. No.
Yep. Why don't you come here?
No.
No. Don't go back in your house. Come on here.
Why don't you come here? Dude, you're dumb. You're dumber than dumb. You kids realize if you step over that threshold,
You want to come outside and talk to us really quick?
absolutely
So
not.
refuse to open the door. Threatens me through the door. Opens the door, realizes it's me, and he says, "I'm gonna rip your
Why
fucking
don't you
head
just
off."
come out and
And I
talk to
said,
us?
"You do realize it's law enforcement? You just threatened law enforcement."
These cops are 100% wrong. I mean, it's a noise complaint. The answer is, sir, turn down your radio. Okay. And then what? And by the way, and that, the whole problem here is the guy said, you keep banging on my door, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Well, listen, that's, silly. Very silly. He's obviously drunk. He turned his radio off. That's it. End of story. But these guys didn't like that. They didn't like being told they were going to get the shit beat out of them. And I think he called him the FAGG slur too, which also probably rubbed him the wrong way. But what are you going to do? Stop banging on his door. Leave him alone now. Sir, don't turn your radio on. If I have to answer a complaint again, there's going to be trouble. Okay, the end.
Lawyer, bro.
And he's like, "I don't give a fuck."
I know
go fuck
exactly
yourself."
how this goes. So literally, when you step over that line,
So let me ask you a question.
I
You know
lose
exactly
all
how this
my rights.
goes.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I'm talking to him.
Yeah, have your
When I
conversation.
step
Go
over
ahead.
that line, I lose all my rights.
Florida King says, you don't have jurisdiction, says Infinity Flare, FNA.
You understand that?
how are you losing your rights?
I lose all. No, you can't come in.
We're
You
just
cannot, dude. You can. No, you
Yeah, tell you
cannot come in.
Stop digging in your pockets. We got our body cams
Stop
on.
coming. What?
We have our body cams on.
Dude, if you step over that line, I'm gonna be rich. Do not come in my house.
Okay.
Never. You have no permission.
He's got a lizard on the floor. Look, right down there, there's like a little tank with a lizard. And I don't know what's going on with this guy. Is he on vacation? Like, what is this?
To step over that line. Step over the line. Go ahead. Exactly. Go fuck yourself.
What do we?
We got nothing.
So we get
Shut my door. Shut my fucking door.
You can hang on, and I'm gonna explain.
Dude, I already turned the music off.
Yeah, I understand that.
And I
After you
won't turn it
realize
back
that
on.
you threatened a law
I
enforcement
will
officer.
not turn my music back on.
Okay.
I promise.
I understand
you.
you're highly
I will
intoxicated.
not-
You're not thinking straight.
Exactly.
I get that.
So get
But
that,
you cannot
bitch.
call a law. You
Dude,
can't tell me that you're gonna rip
I
my
can
head off
fucking
and
not
beat my
tell
ass,
you
etc.
whatever.
Okay, it's all caught on my camera right here.
Okay, then call your camera.
What?
Call my camera. Yep. Okay.
Okay, listen. I'm going to bed. Shut my door, please. I'm going to bed. Seriously, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to sleep.
He's
I'm going to
wasted.
bed. I'm
He's
drunk.
threatening me through the
Dude,
door,
I'm not-
and then he opened
Okay,
the door.
but you understand.
Still
What?
continue to threaten me.
All right.
But
Dude, what? What is this little bitch saying?
What is this little bitch?
What? Dude, I'm saying.
That's all this is, man. He's just insulting them and calling them little bitch and stuff, and that's why they're still here. You're public servants. He's allowed to do that. Close the door. He didn't break the law. That's it.
I'm gonna go to bed. Do you guys need me to film this?
This reminds me of Reno 911, though, for real, because Reno 911 cops would stand here and just continue to let this guy legally insult them. Sir. And this would just keep going on.
They're filming it.
it's all on camera right here.
All right. I am going to bed. So, exactly. Shut my door.
So what happened? Approached the door, knocked a couple times, never answered. Music wasn't playing at the time of my arrival. After a couple knocks, he started to crank up the music. Knocked again, music got louder. Knocked one final time, pretty hard. Comes to the door, doesn't open the door. He's like, "I'm gonna rip you.
By the way, it's Officer Cider Hype. Cider Hype. This guy looks like you.
I'm gonna, rip your effing head off." Threatening me. Opens the door. Sees that I'm law enforcement. I'm like, "You still feel that way? Do you realize you just threatened law enforcement?" He said, "I don't effing care. I'll rip your effing head off," so on and so forth.
He didn't say
Threatening
that.
me. I'll still beat your ass. Punk. Derogatory terms were used, etc.
And you got on the radio at that point?
Yep. Requested for additional unit.
Asked for backup.
Yes, sir.
Were you concerned about your safety or?
He's a bigger guy.
Okay.
I think additional units would have been the right choice.
Okay. No. Nope.
Go my way. He's at the door threatening. He was at the door making other stuff to Newman and him too.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I called Robert to see if he was home. He's at Walmart. He's on speaker now. But he said this morning there was an altercation he overheard at like 7:30, and about 20 minutes ago the guy threatened him too. So he said to mention it.
Okay.
And then
Is this somebody that else confronted him about the music? I'm assuming.
yeah. And then go ahead, Robert.
In front of his son, I turned. I was at the top of the stairs. He came out of his front.
This guy's making full-grown men cry, including police officers. This fat guy in his little apartment, whatever this is, he's making everybody cry.
His door towards me, telling me if I wanted to get railed again or something to that effect. Okay. And then I said, "You doing this in front of your son? You're threatening him? You're a class act."
Yeah.
And then I turned.
Sorry, where's it at? The drawer?
The drawer. Should be in the downstairs at the bottom of the stairs, and I turned to them
And I turned to them, and he said, "The bottom of the stairs."
he's physically threatening me. They yelled at the kid to get out of there and to get downstairs to them. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
On a personal note, is it just drunken asshole, or is there like am I safe or?
Yeah, we're
He's-
gonna
I think-
take care of the bones.
Okay.
So if you just want to go out and say back in the place.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't. He wouldn't talk to me. Every time I talked to him, he yelled over me. He should come right to the door.
We're gonna wait for LT.
This guy's weird, man.
It's good to know I don't have to move.
You got Officer Anglantine over there. This guy looks like I Love Comics Anglantine, and he's a police officer. What the hell?
That's my husband's truck.
Oh,
He's
it
getting
is?
ready to
Okay.
take the trash
Do you
out.
know your neighbor upstairs? Do you know his name?
Randy.
Randy, just by Randy?
Just Randy.
First name's Randy. Okay. He doesn't drive a vehicle?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you. The only thing I got is Randy.
He looks in that like hoping it's drugs or something. It isn't drugs. It's one of those free baggies you get from the dentist.
Were you trying to flag him down?
He's blasting the music. He'll blast it and blast.
They put this little video up to cover up the inside of her house so you wouldn't see what her house looked like. This is gay. I'm sorry, these games are gay.
Oh, okay.
It's so loud. Especially, I don't know if it's
I know I get in trouble. I know people get mad at me for saying that, but this is gay.
Patricia deals with multiple sclerosis.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So stuff like this.
That's what we're getting handled right now. Just bear with us, okay? Okay. Yep.
Here, he knows we're knocking. He's laughing at us.
Yeah.
Unless he jumps out.
Yeah, you can record all you want. Come to the door, Randy.
Look at Officer Anglantine.
Come to the door, Randy.
You got a couple of guys who were beat up in high school. They're now police officers. This guy's a sheriff, and they're getting bullied by a guy who was playing his radio too loud.
I can't hear you.
Fuck you, are you dumb?
I said, "Fuck you, are you dumb?"
You're a lawyer, huh? I can't hear anything you're saying. What? I can't hear you.
I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer with who?
Listen.
This is Reno 911 right here. Not going to sit there and put on a puppet show insulting you from the window.
You can't step over that border.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay, get a warrant then.
I don't need a warrant.
Yeah, you do.
No, I really
Okay,
don't.
okay. Go ahead. Then open the door. Okay. No problem. Open the door.
Okay.
Walk around and find out.
Fuck around and find out about what?
Go ahead.
What are you
Open
gonna
the
do?
door. Open the door. Go ahead. Go ahead. Walk through that door and see what happens.
What's going to happen?
See what happens.
See, these guys are acting like this is a bar fight. It isn't a bar fight. You're heavily armed officers of the law. It doesn't matter if he says fuck around and find out to you. That isn't illegal. Walk away. He's in his house, assholes. And this is something else. These guys are really getting full on pissed off at this guy. And this guy's the biggest asshole in the entire world. I agree, but I don't think that's illegal.
What?
I'm a lawyer.
What does that mean?
You're super dumb.
Can you elaborate for us?
Nothing. Nothing's going to happen, actually.
Where'd you go to school? Huh? Where'd you go to school?
Your mom's house.
Where'd you go to school? Your mom's house.
That's what I thought.
You got a fucking problem? I'm from New York, bitch.
I'm from Connecticut, but okay, continue.
You got a fucking problem?
Oh, that's scary. That's scary.
Exactly. Step inside and find out. Okay, listen. You're all, especially you.
It doesn't mean it's wrong.
I said you're faggots, especially you. This guy goes, doesn't mean it's wrong. What is this? They're getting bullied. This is like high school. I said you're faggots, especially you. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Yeah, you're right. Okay. He shuts his window.
Hey, Randy, just do me a favor, man.
Warrant? Let me see it. Let me see the warrant. Let me see the warrant. Let me see it. Come on. You got a warrant? You got a warrant? Yeah, you do.
Actually, no, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Okay, then open the door.
Okay.
Comic Books of Cahoots says, EVS in the morning makes me feel thin, good looking, smart by comparison. Well, wait a second. Thanks, Pie Man. You're truly a great start to my day. Now, hold on.
All right, stand by.
Break it down.
Randy, come here.
Dumb. And
He just opens the windows and it's his fat nipple tits again.
dumber than dumb. You're especially dumb.
Okay. Why don't you just come to the door so we can
Then open the door.
If you just want
Open the door, bro.
You're right.
Go ahead, open it. Open it.
I can't.
Exactly.
Hey, we have felony probable cause for your arrest. Come outside. Okay.
Steve Roberts says, hashtag Randy 2024.
Yoo-hoo.
And you were just talking to him through that window, right?
Yeah, we told him to come out. He said,
You guys are all going to lose your jobs. And I really hope that they did, man. I don't know what happened to the police over this, but anybody watching this video would be like, yo, guys, back off. Yeah, back off at this point.
he said, no, man.
I'm going to snatch the screen out.
Okay. Great.
He says he's going to smash the screen out.
30 seconds.
Unbelievable. Call us faggots, will you? We're kicking you. Look at that guy. Look, how is he a cop, dude? How is that dude a cop?
Come here, Randy. Come outside.
I told you I was going to break it in. I told you I was going to break it in.
Now it's like a bar fight. Now it's like, seriously, this is kind of like, yeah, well, now I'm really mad. Now you provoked me. I'm really angry with you. Dude, he's within his right.
Ben,
Yeah, but why?
No. I told you I was going to break it. I am going to rip this door off its hinges.
Dude, I was joking around with you.
I'm not joking.
Why am I getting arrested?
I was just joking around with you guys.
No, I'll open the door, dude. Stop.
You better hurry up and come
Stop. I'll open the door, dude. Dude, I'll open the
Open the door then.
I'm opening the door.
Why am I
Not
getting
gonna stop.
Open the door.
I was joking around. You're gonna open me for fucking what? For loud noises or something? Really?
Open the door.
I'll open it. Dude, stop.
I'm not going to open it from the window, sir.
Well, I'm not gonna open it like unless you tell me why I'm getting arrested.
Sir, it's your best interest to go open that door.
Yeah.
I'm going to break it. We're coming in no matter what, so make it easy.
I love his tits in the window. I love it.
Go to that door, sir.
That's why I said stop.
Okay, then walk away from the window and walk to the front door. Do it now. Okay, they're coming in, so I'm telling you right now.
So let them come in. They're coming in, and what are they going to do? Beat me up? You're gonna lay your hands on me?
Sledge.
It's your best interest to go open that door.
I'm gonna break it. We're coming in no matter what. So if you're making it easy on you, we'll go to that door, sir.
And they can't even get in. Look at it.
Come to the front door. Non-lethal. I got non-lethal. All right. Non-lethal. Come to the door.
Now you've entered my house for what?
Come to the front door.
Turn around. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Tough enough.
There you go. Now you get some of the jail. Really?
Yep. Go. Come on.
Anthony McGregor, thanks for 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Thank you. By the way, yeah, who made the door and who made the locks on the door? Because that's pretty great, man. That door held up to like 2 or 3 cops trying to kick it in. Usually on TV and in movies, you see the door just get kicked right in, and a battering ram will take it off the hinges. But that door was good, man. Good lock. Man, this is 100% wrong. Usually I am on the police side. You know, I like to see pieces of shit get arrested, but this is like power tripping. These are butthurt, butt mad cops. Didn't want to be called faggots, which is all he did. That's the only thing he did wrong, and he did. That's not illegal. You can say that, especially when there's a cop harassing you outside of your door for a noise complaint. You can issue a ticket. That's what you can do. Guy gets out of line, go, you know what? I was just going to ask you to turn it down, but now you're going to pay a fine. Here you go. Here's a ticket. And that's it. Then you got to walk away. The guy didn't do anything wrong. And they were so ass mad at him, they kicked his door in.
Guys got nothing about that.
All right, we're going to go to the back of the car. Okay, I'm going to search you.
Give me live rights, by the way.
Okay. Spread your feet.
You do.
Spread your feet.
Yeah.
You got anything on you? It's going to stick me, poke me, hurt me, anything like that. Anything up near your balls. Okay.
By the way, it says no hesitation. They asked that, and they were already busy frisking him. Like, what if he said, actually, yeah, there's a fucking hypodermic needle with AIDS on it in my back pocket. Too late. These guys are really angry, man. He's like, these cops are really super ass mad. They're not doing their job well at all.
Watch your head.
Can I just please sit myself?
Yeah, sit. Go, sit.
Don't push me, though.
Sit.
Listen, I'm going to sit.
Sit.
I'm going to.
It's not on your schedule. It's on our schedule.
Oops.
They're so mad. All of this is you insulted us. We're really, really mad at you.
Thank you.
They got nothing.
You're on that social media team, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I think that this would be a wonderful post about the noise disturbance.
And now we're going to post an embarrassing picture of you, you know, on the internet. That's what they're saying. They're saying this would make a wonderful post.
Whatever that lady.
These guys are fucking... You got to be kidding me with this beta male, not even beta male. This is like sigma male behavior here, gamma male behavior. We're going to we're going to make fun of him on social media. That's what we're going to do.
I will basically said, I will.
All right, so corruption by threat. It's a state statute in the state of Florida that when you, yeah, we're Florida.
That's the only way you guys can.
We're Florida. We're Florida. We're always weird. So anyway, when you threaten a law enforcement officer,
twice. Let's highlight that.
Oh, we're going to put that all over social media.
Trevor Wright says, you are siding with a shirtless asshole. I got to here, man, because he was in his house. He was shirtless in his house, playing his music too loud because he was drunk. That could be me. Cops come and tell him to come outside. He turns his music down. They're pounding on his doors, pounding on his windows. Fuck that.
I'll have to sit down with him, with Anthony. What do you think?
And this is what they did. They're like, hey, we're putting you on social media. It's going to be embarrassing.
Lovely. Never seen better.
Hi, Randy.
My name's not Randy.
Whatever your name is.
Can I see the warrant?
What's your name?
Your mom's mouth.
Okay. What's your name? My mom's mouth. That's your name?
Yep.
All right. What's your real name? My mom's mouth. Okay. So what's a good nickname I can maybe call you or refer to you as? Huh?
She's probably dumb cunt. It's private call. Dumb cunt 100.
Okay.
I guess it's in Vero Beach, somebody said. Is that in Florida? Because they said they're Florida cops, so.
Okay.
Florida.
I got you. What's your last name?
Your mom's ass.
Okay. What about your first name? Okay.
No problem.
No, I just would like to know your name. I mean, you can sit in jail all day for under John Doe. That's your call. All right, are you gonna tell me your name, or are you Oh, so your name's a website?
Yo,
And your name's a
I turned the
website.
music off. I'm like, why would
Yeah,
you being
tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
I turned the music off, dude.
Yeah,
Why are
after
you being mean to me?
because I was knocking on your door for a long time.
Wilberforce Booster says Jesse Milestone knows how this guy feels. Jesse Milestone did stuff wrong. Jesse Milestone was driving around uninsured. There's a big difference. She actually did something wrong. This guy, I don't think he did anything wrong. Not really. Doug 1985 says, if you were the cop EVS, you would have yanked him out and started slapping him. Come on now. Yeah, I know, but I'm not a cop, dude. That's the whole thing. Prater7 says, people forget that cops aren't always right. Yeah, like, you got to put your ego aside, man, and remember your job is to protect and serve, and that's it. It's not personal. People see the uniform. They don't see the person. They just see the uniform and react to that. You got to remember that as a police officer.
I mean, you don't want to answer the door.
I turned it off. I said, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said to you verbally.
Yeah, after
Bro,
that you continue to do
I
so.
looked you in the eye, you specifically.
I don't know which way you're looking.
And I said, I'm sorry, I'll turn the music off and I won't turn it back on.
All right, well, what's
That's
your...
exactly what I said to you. Did I or did I not say that?
I need to ask
yes
you a
or
question.
no?
Don't yell.
Exactly.
No, there's absolutely
Because
zero
I
need
did
for that.
say that
Okay.
to you in your eye.
Okay.
Bro, I was nice to you. I will literally rip your fucking head off and piss on your mouth.
So
I was fucking around.
I'm gonna ask you one more time, and if not, you're gonna be booked into the county jail under John Doe. Okay? So what's your name?
It's Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Brandon's your first name?
Yeah, like let's go, Brandon.
Rosie, you're fired.
I fucking hate.
What's your last name?
Are you taking me to jail?
You are.
Seriously?
You're going to jail. Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
Dude, I gave you my
Spell
real
your
name.
last name.
Yo, if you think I'm fucking around right now,
How am I supposed to know? You've been messing around this whole time.
I'm in handcuffs.
Okay, Brandon. So
I'm
what's
not
your last
fucking around
name? What's your last name?
Dude, that's my name. Dude,
Where are you
I'm
from?
not fucking with you.
Where are you from?
Your mom's house.
Okay.
Okay. So does Florida have like I get bailed out? I bail myself out.
You can figure all that out at the jail.
Well, you're fuck. I bail myself out.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, you're a piece of shit.
Okay. Again, I'm sorry you feel that way.
This guy's really like the cop is really effeminate and really angry. Having this conversation with him, just shut your mouth, dude.
The thing you want to do with your life is arrest somebody like me with your little balls.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway,
Yeah, if you feel that way.
well, dude, if you took these handcuffs off, I don't want to beat the shit out of you. I'd beat the shit out of you.
What was that? You do what?
Huh?
What was that?
Nothing.
I didn't say
Okay,
anything.
because it sounded like you said you'd beat the shit out of me if you took the handcuffs off.
I'd fall over myself.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, if you want to keep talking, everything is being audio and video recorded.
I
Okay.
fell on myself.
Okay.
I fell.
Okay.
You can believe it, like you tried.
No, it's fine. Why is that? Why do you say that?
You're like 12 years old.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, but you're like 12.
You're like 12.
You guys are fucked.
Where'd you go to school at?
Your mom's house.
Oh.
Dude, trust me. I'm gonna not only sue you, you're gonna lose your fucking license. You think you laugh? I'm 100% serious. Gave you my shit. Dude, you're fucked. You're not getting home.
Yep.
I'm not going home today. What does that mean? What does it mean that I'm not going home today?
I didn't say that. I said you're
Yeah, you
not
just said
getting
that.
home today.
I'm not getting home today. What does that mean?
I'm not threatening you by any means whatsoever, sir. I actually think, listen, you should talk to me instead of being weird.
I am talking
Anyway,
to you. I've been talking to you this whole car ride. I was talking to you over at...
You don't understand the law, right? First of all.
Okay.
You don't.
I got it right here. You want me to read it to you? Corruption by threat against public service.
Zero respect for the law. Okay. It was a joke.
All right.
I was joking around with you. Rip your fucking head off and piss on your mouth. Personally, it was a joke. You realize that, right? Dude, just take me home. You can just take me home.
Take you home?
Yeah.
Well, how'd you close the door?
Take me home.
No, I can't do that, man. Because
you can.
You know exactly.
You know exactly that.
Look at that. We're here. Can you believe it?
That you can.
This cop is really, really bad at his job. Very bad at his job.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
I'm gonna fuck around and find out, apparently.
Okay.
I'm not talking about you, bro.
Okay.
Just take me home. I'll give you $500. Right. What's your name, bro?
Law Enforcement Mutual Aid. SOVN 2.
Huh? Deputy Consular, 5940. Deputy Consular, 5940. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I said.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna sue you.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what I'm about to get into. What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna sue you.
What do you mean by that?
Like, no, in court.
Okay. All right, you just hang tight for me, okay?
People skills, charisma, razor sharp wit, big boobs, Randy Roll. Thanks, Steve Roberts. These cops all look very low IQ to me.
Well, this is the place to find out if you do. You know what I'm saying?
You accept going to tell you, you understand?
Put your hand on the counter.
Hold on, let me get your hand out of the cup, okay? Let me get your hand out of the cup.
You're all right.
Yeah, just move it so I can get Cool. Excellent. I love orders.
Charges dropped. Guilty for assault.
Yes, second degree.
Wow. He was arrested March 22nd for disorderly intoxication when he arrived to court and made a scene. So you shouldn't have done that, dude. You could have won this. He was adjudicated guilty for assault on April 24th. The day this video is posted, he hasn't paid his fines. As a result, his license is currently suspended for not paying $720. Come on, Brandon. What a great mugshot. I love it. I wonder what Brandon's doing today. Outstanding. I love it. Terrific.
In the future, just take that off too.
Oh, my bad.
He could have won that whole situation. I feel like he could have won. I feel like he was in the right. Let me see. Yellow Flash 2 is here. Hey, Yellow Flash. She says, I'm way behind. You can't get away with chewing gum loudly in Florida. They bust you for everything, says Well Read Comics. I like that video. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That guy could have won. I mean, he got the charges dismissed, and then he could have sued, I think. I think he should have sued. But then he showed up at court drunk and started swinging, I guess. That's fantastic. Hey, everybody. All right, hold on a second. Before we go any further, what is it? 9:30. Mikey will be here in half an hour, and he'll be shipping out black light posters that ended that campaign. 135, I think, more posters need to go out. 135 more orders. We'll get all those taken care of today. Meanwhile, why not back the Cyberfrog action figure campaign and get the Vespis? I sent these over to where is it? Oh, here it is. I sent these over to Cecil and John Malin. I'm looking forward to Cecil and John Malin getting theirs. Here it is right here. Yeah, we got all the Vespis and was really happy about that. Entire warehouse is like 1/3 of the warehouse is jacked now. It looks like the last scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark. 2 containers came. We loaded them into our warehouse. We've got all the Vespis. Little sad that I haven't gotten any Cyberfrogs yet, but they're going to be here next week. They're terrific, huge, very detailed with beautiful packaging. And I just added a perk where in the campaign where you can get a complete unopened crate of 4 Vespis for the price of 3. So we'll just ship you the entire box. That's the final perk listed. Perfect way to build a swarm to fight Cyberfrog and Heather Swain. Can't wait till the next container arrives. I will keep you posted. Thank you, everybody, for backing this campaign already. Absolutely amazing. Don't miss out. Get your Cyberfrog action figures. Also, of course, we've got Cyberfrog Dark Harvest. I'm allowing the Salamandroid Death Sting books to be available until May 28th. So that's coming up. What's today? Like the 24th or 5th? Is today the 25th? Today's the 25th, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 25th. So for 3 more days, you can get Salamandroid Death Sting, and then I'm going to take this down. So make sure to get pre-order your copy. All of the covers are glow in the dark. You can get a triple gatefold by me. Get a beautiful cover by Kenneth Roquefort. And man, I'll tell you, Kelsey Shannon, every single time he just knocks it out of the park. He's got blood and debris flying all around. We made that glow in the dark, and it just looks really, really good. So you can get any one of these or all 3 of them on our campaign. Here's a little preview of Eric Weather's amazing work on Salamandroid Death Sting lettering here. My artwork and writing, and Kyle Ritter's colors. It's a good book. Adds a lot of information to Cyberfrog's origin, state of the world. A lot of lore, a lot of world building in Salamandroid Death Sting. I think you'll enjoy it. Back at today, the links are in the description below. All right, let me look at you guys and see. Have a conversation with you. Hello. Kelsey Morning Show rocks, says Lama Gigante. Is Kelsey live right now? Kelsey, that Kelsey cover poster, says Past Masterman. Yeah, oh, the Blacklight poster campaign. By the way, get one of those Kelsey Shannon American Hopper covers as a poster. It's amazing. Micah Jones says, I'm tired of the systemic persecution of your mom's mouth. No justice, no peace. I wasn't sharing. Oh, damn it. I did that again. I'll show you really quickly here. Every single time. Cyberfrog Dark Harvest. These are the 3 Salamandroid covers. And here they are. Here's the one by me. And here is the incredible Kelsey Shannon's cover. And here's the little preview. You can go check that out over on the Death Sting campaign. And back it today. Thanks very much. All right. So let's do this one next because this is short. Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo has a podcast now because I guess he is he's been fired from CNN. I guess he has nothing to do. So he started a podcast. His brother Andrew Cuomo did too, the 2 Cuomo brothers. So they're doing podcasts. You start to realize when you watch Chris Cuomo's new podcast that he's really stupid. And big Italian lunkhead. And you sort of realize the importance of producers, like somebody in his ear to tell him to shut up. I don't have that. Nobody tells me to shut up in my ear, except for Andrea sometimes, but rarely. So anyway, this is his.
So I was listening to a book, and I was thinking about doing a walk and talk.
Oh, good.
And
remember when Smiller used to do these, and Elliot Fernandez and Edwin Boyette, they'd go out and do these huff and puff walk and talks. It's got to be insufferable to see this actually happen, to witness this in your neighborhood. Like some fat galoot sitting there talking to his iPhone, walking real fast, breathing hard.
And what to think about and what to say. Thinking about how to discuss what matters. And as I'm walking, see this guy.
Oh, what the hell, dude?
Car hit him. Very weird. His wing is broken. What are you supposed to do?
What? You're walking around, you see a bird. Did you kill the bird, dude? You're supposed to pick it up and I guess help it, or don't do anything. You got two choices. You can either pick it up and take it to a vet, or you can just leave it there. You know.
Well,
you can breathe cigar smoke into its face as it dies.
I'm not going to make him smoke my cigar, but you do what you can. So I'm holding him. Take him home.
The bird's like, couldn't Don Lemon have found me? Like, what the fuck? Chris Cuomo found me, and he picked me up for a walk and talk. I'm the subject of Chris Cuomo's podcast. I'm just sitting here. Please let me just die, like your career at CNN. Please let me just lie here and die, Chris. What the hell, man?
See how he does. See what happens. Probably call the vet, asking for some advice. Why? Well, why not? First of all,
there you go.
We're here to help.
Oh.
What is the meaning of life?
Holy shit. Anybody tell me but you. I'd rather ask Cecil that question. Cecil, what is the meaning of life? Hurry up and tell me, because Chris Cuomo is going to tell me otherwise. This is the guy that was on the news all the time running down Trump. He was getting paid to run Trump down every single day, act like Trump was a Nazi working for the Russians. It's funny to see these guys out on their own now.
You tell me.
FKA 322 says he used to have influential political figures as guests, and now his guest is a dying bird.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
You tell me. What matters most?
Chris, I think these are questions you're asking to yourself. I think you're having an existential crisis, having been fired from CNN, and you don't know what to do with yourself. How mad are you at your brother? It's like, how angry are you at Andrew? You got to be pissed, man. I think the reason why you lost your job was you stuck up for him because he was like sexually harassing everyone. Like he was it like sexual abuse or something? He was fingering his interns or something. What was it that he was doing? I don't know. And like you stood up for him, so you lost your job. Dude, you got to be pissed, man. You got to hate your brother. Just walking around, picking up dead birds.
You tell me. Yeah, but the great philosopher is but Jesus, but Buddha.
But Jesus. The great philosopher, but Jesus.
But this prophet, that prophet, this great mind, they say things.
What do they say?
But what they say...
This is like dialogue written by Ed Wood. This should be coming out of the mouth of Criswell sitting in a coffin right before Plan 9 from Outer Space. The great philosophers, but Jesus, but Buddha, they say things. They say things.
is no more real or true than what you decide for yourself. What is life about? I've always agreed with a great thinker who said, the answer to what is the meaning of life can only be given by the person who's asking it. That's pretty heavy.
That's heavy. What is the meaning of life? I don't know. Basically, it's different for everybody. Wow, that's heavy. That is heavy. That's deep. Deep thoughts with a big stupid idiot walking around his New York neighborhood, having just been fired because he stood up for his brother, who was governor, philanderer. Big dummy. Had a job on CNN.
Heavy's okay. I think heavy helps you keep it light. I think philosophy matters.
I think heavy melts. I'm sorry. This guy's great. I love Chris Cuomo. Heavy helps you keep it light. I'm going to tell that to Cecil next time. Cecil calls me fat.
I think we avoid it to our disadvantage.
By the way, this guy's carrying a dying bird in his hand while this is all happening. Right off screen, he's still holding a dying bird, and he's walking. Is he like, or did he kind of drop it? I can't see it. But he's walking around philosophizing, saying stupid meathead shit while he's holding a dead bird.
I think that you have to struggle and suffer in life. I think it's part of it. I'm not saying that you go looking for it.
The bird's got to be like, Jesus, God almighty. So you're doing this to me on purpose, are you, Chris?
But I think it's a natural part of what's going to happen.
Tupelo Tuna says his brother used COVID to become a tyrant and then dies of bird flu. That'd be perfect.
And it is helpful, as I learned from young but very precocious and very wise Matty J.T. Stepanek, child poet and peacemaker who played, as he would describe himself. Why not me?
Why don't I talk like this? I got to walk around and just philosophize to you guys like a dummy. Like, at least I don't pretend to be smart. Like, the thing about me that's charming, I think, is that I know I'm a retard. Gek812 says, those cops were such beta creeps. Surprised no squeaky voice. Makes more sense about the types of cop that stayed outside while the bad things were happening inside certain schools. Yeah. I love this guy. Oh my God. Hold on. I got another super chat I got to catch up to. What the hell, man? What's up with my, let me see. Hidden Hand Media says, hi, EVS. I've been trying to design characters for a short story. Can I send you my spaceship design for critique? I know you're busy. Yeah, sure. Ethan12032@gmail.com. Absolutely. And thank you for the super chat.
Why shouldn't I suffer? Who am I not to suffer? Who's this guy to suffer?
He's still got the bird.
Is that his or her lot in life?
This guy's like planning on torturing the bird. He's trying to justify what he's doing to it.
The leg, by the way. Is that what happened? Oh, there it is. Okay. He's got both legs. That's good. Why not you? I think that you have to get past that part and then start doing the work. Just saw this great movie.
Are you okay, dude? Do you need a wellness check? I gotta think Chris Cuomo, hopefully he has some money saved up. You know, just chill. Maybe it's time to retire.
Spirited. Now look, the musical aspect of it, it's not my vibe. And they even mock it during the movie. But Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell, what a great message. It's a Dickensian story, right? It's about Scrooge.
Why is he dressed like Joe Pesci from Home Alone 2? What is going on here? Hold on a second here. Get caught up with you guys. Walking around his neighborhood muttering about birds. Cuomo about to pull a baggie for Kumquat, says 200 Watt Studios. Yeah. He's dressed like one of the wet bandits.
and you can watch it yourself if you want. But what I love about it is the inculcation of the message that we don't have to play the game. We don't have to give in to the suggestions of social media and the tribalism and the fringe thinking. It's certainly not natural. And it's certainly not the majority. You are the majority, the core, not extreme. Not extreme. In terms of politics.
Whoever read comics says, did you see the DeSantis announcement? I've got a clip version if you want it. Yeah, send it over.
Center left on social issues.
The bird dies of boredom.
Center right on fiscal issues. So I've been walking for like an hour, and this thing has been bothering me the whole time. Hold on. And I've been not changing the position of the sole of my shoe, which had shifted, because I kept telling myself, well, I have to keep going.
Jordan Peterson has nothing on this guy.
I can't fix it. Why? What a misplaced sense of suffering and asceticism. Oh, look. You
What?
see him?
No.
He got it back together. He shit on me. And then he flew away.
The bird was like, get me the fuck out of here. I don't care if my wing is broken. I'll do my best. The bird shit all over Chris Cuomo and then flew away with a broken wing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect.
You got to be kidding me. Oh, it
flew
is
away.
perfect.
Hung out. Got it back together. Shit on me. Flew away. I doubt it was intentional. I think they just go when they have to go.
I think it was intentional, Chris. I think you should take it personally. Holy shit.
But who cares? Now,
who cares?
That feels good. Well, isn't that what it's really all about? Now, I know my Christian brothers and sisters, my priest buddies, they're shaking their head. No, no, no. Feeling good is not all it's about.
Wartooth 88. Hey, did you hear Biden went missing this morning? The Secret Service found him in a park throwing breadcrumbs at himself, thinking he was a pigeon.
Duty, responsibility, code. It's not just about feeling good. And boy, do I disagree.
He's just saying shit.
Now, it is a question of interpretation. Mother Teresa, what made her happy?
A list of people who I think are going to make me sound smart. Mother Teresa, what made her happy? What did make Mother Teresa happy? I think it was abusing orphans. I think it was, what did Mother Teresa do? Hey, what did Gandhi? What made Gandhi happy? Oh, it was peeing on underage girls, as it turns out. That's what made him happy. I can't do that. I better not do that. Just name all the philosophers that I can think of from 6th grade.
Was attending to the passion of the Christ, suffering in the world.
Peeing on orphans, does it increase your endorphins? Think about it.
So she had a hard life, a hard existence. She was around dark times and dark realities all the time. But it made her happy because her definition of it. And by the way, that's the key of this whole walk and talk. Her definition.
I got to do this. I got to walk around with my iPhone and just talk shit.
Her answer was that this is what gave her joy. This is what made her life enjoyable. This is what was her happy. May not be yours, certainly not mine.
Nope.
But that's because the answer has to be yours. But boy, we don't do that. Like I just suggested. I can't go around thinking and saying, I just want to be happy. I just want to do what feels good. Ooh, you hedonist. You hedonist. Selfish. Why?
Why?
Because they say so.
The inner monologue of Chris Cuomo.
Another 4-letter word. They. Who are they? We all pick them, right? La gente. My grandmother my godfather, who I just saw. What will the people say? You got to get rid of that. You have to answer your own
Autism
questions.
says, I can't wait to see Don Lemon's breakdown.
And that's
Me
hard.
neither.
It is so much easier to refer to the external. See, it's interesting because we always say, what we tell people is, to thine own self be true. Just worry about how you feel. But if you think about the context for that, very often it's because somebody's been hurt by external judgment. The kids don't like, I'm bullied. They say I'm...
Who are they?
Right?
Gays and Jews? Is that what you
Happens to all of us in life.
Wordtooth 88 says, Confucius says a man with hands in pockets all day feels cocky.
Don't
Was a
worry about
fortune
what they say.
cookie.
Worry about yourself. But that's the only context that we often give it. And I think that's the wrong approach. I think the right approach is, well, let's think about why they say what they say. About whatever it is, it'll be pretty apparent. Most groupthink is. And then you weigh it.
Where's your
measure
wife?
It, find it worthy or lacking. But really, the overall approach is the right one, but we don't really do it. The same of us who say, don't worry about it, worry about yourself. Very often, we are still very reliant on the external, on others.
I don't want to hear anyone question the wisdom of David Zaslav anymore. Because, I mean, this is the thing. Like, David Zaslav, he took over CNN and he cut a lot of dead weight. He said, this isn't working. And some of that dead weight was Chris Cuomo. And how right was he? Seriously. And then, like, what do you think? Like, the Batgirl movie, you think that wasn't the equivalent of Chris Cuomo walking around like a dumb meathead, saying stupid shit, trying to sound smart? There's nothing better than, like, dumb people who are trying to sound smart. It's so painful. You have to have a sense of humor to enjoy it, but this guy's IQ has to be double digits. And he was on TV talking about how Trump was working with the Russians. He and his brother, you're right, exploiting COVID lockdowns, scaring America. Listen to him. This is a guy who was doing that, participating in that.
Our feelings about what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, who's worthy and who isn't. And you know I'm right. Now, sometimes it seems unavoidable, right? Well, I have a boss.
Not anymore.
I'm on TV.
Not anymore.
There's an audience.
Nope.
How can I get away from them? How can I not say their judgment matters?
Get fired.
Well, it does. It does. Now, first of all, I put myself in that position, right? You don't have to. But in most positions, you're going to have to deal with other people.
Yeah, is this Stephen Walton? Is this the same thing as that guy Ludonis? Same kind of instinct to just walk around ass mad because of loss and then just, say weird spiritual shit like this, like pseudo spiritual shit. I don't know if you know who Stephen Walton is, the Phantom Menace historian. He's got a YouTube channel where Stephen Walton, he's another one. Stephen Walton had sex with a woman of questionable repute, in my opinion. And she took his money and basically dumped him, F some other dude or ex-boyfriend. And he was crushed by that. And he has a YouTube channel that he talks about narcissists. She wasn't a narcissist, dude. She was just, a hoe. There's a difference between a narcissist and a hoe. But he suffer no narcs, and he just gets all philosophical, and he tries to help other people deal with abuse at the hands of a narcissistic partner. I just don't have hoes. But that's his whole thing. And he sounds a little bit, you're right, he sounds a little bit like Chris Cuomo walking and talking. Interesting.
People. And very often on something other than your terms. That's okay too, because still.
Someone please clip this together with Smiller's Walk stream, says Wordtooth 88.
The only answers.
I'm going to be watching Chris Cuomo's podcast every day.
Are your own. Only you know what is true about you. Only you know what is true about you. And
I think I disagree with that, Chris. I think some people know what is true about you better than you know what's true about you. Because there's a thing called denial, delusion. It's a thing called ego that gets in the way of one's own truth. And so therefore, I think what you just said is wrong. I don't think you could put the reality of someone's personal like existence, their own soul, their attitude in the hands of that person themselves, because most people don't know themselves as well as other people know them. Andrea knows me better than I know me because, you know, she has to live with me. Can you imagine?
That can be a blessing and a curse, right? The curse is obvious. You know you're not what they say you are. Okay, but the blessing is you also know that you're not what they say you are, which is a negative assessment of you in a way that...
Texas Mofo says, Ethan didn't receive a notification from YouTube about this stream. Yeah, that's because I did more than 3 videos in 24 hours. I'm really pumping out videos, guys. I'm making content. So I sent out my 3 alerts in 24 hours, I'm afraid. And that's the way it is. But I'm glad we got 664 people still in here. So that's amazing. And thank you.
That's just not fair. You got to hold on to that. You have to provide your own answers. Easy to say, hard to do. Many of the things that I've learned or am in the process of learning, for a written test, I'd ace it. But the practical exam, in this case, living, struggle is real. And that's okay. Here's the hard one. What do you do with the bad things? Bad things you did.
What did you do? What did you do, dude?
Things you wanted. Bad things you made happen.
What, dude, what the fuck did you do?
Hurt people.
What the hell?
What do you do with that? It's a tricky one. How can you think you're a good person when you've done bad things? When you do bad things? When you will do bad things again?
What the hell? This guy's unrepentant. Maybe you're not a good person.
So, do a ton of reading. All these different perspectives. Psychology. Ontology. Figuring out what is the best guidance for what is right. And as is often the case,
why don't you just stop being an asshole? That's, I think, the main thing. You don't have to read a whole lot of books to figure out how not to be a piece of shit. Just don't be a piece of shit anymore. I don't know. I'm reading a lot of books. Psychology, ontology. Mother Teresa. What did she do to deal with her thoughts about being a piece of shit? How if you just, like, don't be a piece of shit? How about that? How about if you don't make up lies about COVID? How about if you don't spread lies about Russian involvement in the 2016 election? Any of that stuff. That'd be a good start, man. How are you going to deal with that? That actually is a good question. Like, do you have pangs of conscience? Like you say, you know yourself better than anyone else, but do you recognize what you did and the damage you did to this country? You realize that? You understand the damage, the division that you helped to sow in your fellow Americans, and you did it for a paycheck. And by the way, now you've been fired by the organization that you sold your soul for. RA says that bird flew directly into a cat's mouth just to get away from him. I know I would. Thank you very much, RA, for $5. Man, you got to be kidding me. Gabagoology. Gabagoology.
the more you look into it, the more the most basic, common sense, obvious truths become the weightiest. Everybody does bad things. Okay? You may not see them. They may not admit them. But it happens. It's the human condition. The only thing to do is the only thing you can do.
What?
What? Is to do whatever you can.
The only thing you can do is to do whatever you can do, which is to do whatever you can. Thanks, Chris.
Make amends. Can't make amends. Yeah, it doesn't work. I tried. That's all you can do. Yeah, but I'm still not happy about it. They're still not happy. Live on.
There you go.
Live on. Results are often going to be unsatisfying. All you can focus on is the next and doing the next right thing. You 12-steppers out there, this will be vibing for you. Making amends, that step. focusing on the next right thing, that mentality. Easy to say, hard to do. Easy to say, hard to do. And that's okay. And I think that once you start to see that, and you don't do the counterproductive, but somehow satisfying.
David L says, this is like never-ending deep thoughts with Jack Handy from a 90s SNL.
Method of self-punishment, self-loathing. You know me on that.
Oh, God.
Big favorite. That is self-indulgent in the worst way. It's helpful to no one. So think about that.
$110.09 from PayPal says, Deep State, please take me back.
Think hard on that. So you're upset
Hey,
because
Mikey,
you did
how you doing?
something that hurts.
All right, hold on a second. Mikey, welcome. Hello. You want to come say hello to everybody on the screen here? And let's take a break from this and go over here. Mikey.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so we got things to do today. Today is Thursday. Today is the day that you are going to finish. This is a big task for you. I hope you can do it. The Cyberfrog Blacklight poster campaign, which I'm showing you right now, but other people can't see it. Okay. See this? 135 orders. Mikey, I wonder if you could do 135 orders in a day. I wonder if you could.
I definitely could.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. So the new posters, which are the regular posters, are in the warehouse right now. They arrived yesterday along with these. Okay. You got a bunch of deleted scenes, Cyberfrog deleted scenes books. They're there as well. They're all in the same. They're all in the same skiff, which is in the back right-hand corner where all the books are. Yeah, There's a new skiff there. You can open that up. By the way, I couldn't find the knife yesterday. I don't know where that is. Anyway, cut that all open. You got to bring the posters home because here's the thing about that. I ordered almost just like a few over the number that we need. I didn't over order on the regular posters like I did the blacklight posters. We got plenty of those. But the regular posters, we only have a limited number. So you got to make sure to get it right. You have to be extra careful because if somebody doesn't get their poster or it gets damaged, we're not going to be able to replace everybody's. So we need to make sure that we get everybody right. Also, bring home the deleted scenes. And the reason why you're going to do that is because remember when you shipped about 30 books from the Second Chance Wreck Planet campaign?
Yeah.
J. Lee Wreck Planets you shipped out. We haven't touched that campaign again because the reason for that is you got to go back over the 30 that you shipped and you got to send them a book. Those 30 people, one of these and one of these. Now, these are on the dining room table, okay? A big crates of these. See these little cards? Here, I'll even give you this.
Yeah.
All right, so those have got to be shipped to the 30 people in a Gemini mailer, bag and board, both of those things together. The people who already received their J. Lee books, so we know they're completely taken care of.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a lot. That's 165 orders to do today. Yeah, I hope you can do it, Mikey. I believe in you. Now, I paid your friend. I haven't paid you yet, or Lauren. Okay. So you just text me over the hours, and I'll take care of that, okay?
Okay, cool. All right.
You're the man. Let's go. Let's get it done. All right, back to work, everyone. Back to work. Hello. ABC Mikey, always be closing boxes with my books and shipping them. That's right. Let's see here. I used it to kill the snake. That was an axe. That was an axe that I did that. When people looking for the knife, check Mikey's back. All right. Just give him a checklist, says Guts Berserk. Well, the main thing he's got to do is the blacklight posters. I want that campaign completely fulfilled today. That campaign's got to get done. And then before we can really get into shipping any more Wreck Planet, we got to go over and make sure that the 30 people who received their books early get their deleted scenes books so we know that they're completely taken care of. That's the main thing. And then we can begin shipping something else. We can begin shipping some more Wreck Planets. We can begin shipping some, we could ship some Vespus toys if we want to, but that's the way it is. All right, let me see here. Handling business. No confidence in Mikey, says Obvious Press MAGA. You don't or I don't. I have confidence in him, but you got to make sure that he knows what he's doing. We know our product. Me and Andrea know our product. He knows it not as well as us. We got to make sure that he completely understands. Danny A says, "Where's my Rec Planet EVS? I'm in Oz. We've been shipping to Australia. Don't worry, you'll be getting it soon. We're shipping all over the world right now." Ashley Williams says, "If you had to, would you rather eat Taco Bell or Olive Garden every day for 5 years?" That's Olive Garden. That's Olive Garden. That's a big Olive Garden there. Both are terrible for you and would do terrible things to your body, but you'd adjust to it, I think. Lord Arnold says, "So can you find out if David Williams got the payment I sent for Suck It?" Well, I guess I could ask him. Yeah, absolutely. Olive Garden, hands down. Everyone is saying Olive Garden. Yeah. Taco Bell is so it's very much like a snack. I wouldn't consider Taco Bell like a meal. If I had to eat Taco Bell as a meal, I'd feel pretty ill. I'll go there. I'll stop. I'll have a taco. It's nice, little taco, maybe a couple tacos. That's just a nice in between meal snack. But like, what if that were dinner? That would be pretty fucked up. Ball Giant says, "Hail Ethan, any update on the Vespis folders?" Yeah, they're right here. We got the Vespis folders. They're in. I think Mikey shipped out all of the individual orders of the Vespis folders because he needed something to do while we were waiting for new product to come in. So he sent out individual Vespis folders, but that's just for people who ordered the Vespis folder by itself. Now that we have the deleted scenes books in, we'll be able to ship out probably another 1,000 books pretty quickly before we get Salamandroid Death Sting in. So I'll keep Mikey busy. Lombardi says, "Mikey mailed 30 posters and 165 cards. Got it." No, hopefully he'll get this right. Slaytacular says, "Any update on Snowman?" I'll look into that today. Let me send Matthew Martin a message here. We'll find out what's up with Snowman. We got a lot to do, guys. Absolutely a lot to do. Out Deluxe says, "How do you find these fine young people who want to work these days?" And a friend of Hunter's. We've known Mikey for a long time. So, and he works hard. He gets stuff done. Like I tell him to ship out 135 packages, and he will. I say, "Are you sure you can do that?" He's like, "Yeah, I can do that." He will do that. But we got to make sure he does it right. There can't be any mistakes. All right, here we go. Let's get back to Chris Cuomo.
Somebody else. But your answer is to do something to hurt yourself, not to make anything better. Now, there are some people who, when hurt, want to see the person who hurt them also hurt. That's true.
That's everybody.
But
everybody's like that.
It doesn't have to be you. If you're upset about what you did or didn't do or said or didn't say or felt or didn't feel.
This is some real insight into this guy. He's just projecting all of this onto everybody. These are your problems, man. I don't know what you're referring to, but this is your inner turmoil. This is your conflict. I'm worried for you.
Instead of making it worse, make it better. If it's something that bothers you so much.
Okay.
Why don't we do that? Oh, it can be very complicated.
Ice Tray says, "I'm going to be back in 10 minutes. Hopefully this will be over." It won't.
But
it will be.
If you strip away all the isms and the external rules and rationales and codes.
DJ Sick Rick says, "I know I ordered at least one of the Vespis 3-pack way back. Am I eligible for that 4th? Yeah, we'll probably just send you a case.
And ethics and architected senses of morality. What you get at is have a basic philosophy and let that guide. You're here to help. You're here to enjoy. Now, as simple as that is, you're here to help. You're here to enjoy. What is that missing? Shortcut, nothing. You live that way. I'm here to help. I'm here to enjoy. You're in good shape. I live that way. I'm definitely better off than I am right now. But why don't you? Oh, it's
Devastator says, "Chris, insert everything you've just said meme."
so complicated. It's easy to say. It's hard to do. All the other people, the other rules, the other expectations, the other standards. the emotions, the conflict.
You got to be aware that you're stupid. I know I'm dumb. I know I'm dumb. That's why I will never talk like this. But there's a certain level. I think there's a weird thing that levels off. I'm smart enough to know I'm dumb. I have a fairly high. See, me knowing that I'm dumb means I have a fairly high IQ. Because I recognize high IQs in other people. I go, oh man. Like yesterday, I'm talking to Paul Chato. I'm like, Paul Chato has a really high IQ, so I don't want to make a fool of myself around him. I can feel it. Like you know when someone's smarter than you. Wartooth88 says, do you think Ezra will remain in Guns DCU? No. Birds of a feather flock together. Also, Ezra's father has sway over Hollywood along with gender protection. That's true, but I think they'll find a reason to get rid of him. But they want to do it this. They're not going to disgrace him. They're going to put out the Flash movie. Flash movie is going to make a lot of money. It's going to get critically savaged. And that's going to be it for that. Michael Keaton could come back based on this. Prater7 says he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. I think like the reason why he was fired, he didn't do anything wrong. He did do things wrong simply by virtue of being on CNN and preaching lies every single night to the American people into their bloodstream. That isn't even a reason why he was fired at all. He was fired because of what his brother did, and he stood up for him, and he became an embarrassment and distraction to the network. But you know, he hasn't even confronted his actual sins. Cuomo and ethics, Ethan, this is brutal. Please stop. I can't. I got to keep going, guys. Here we go.
It gets complicated. Struggle. Suffering. It's all real.
You're dumb. Chris, you got to just like be like, you know what? I'm really stupid. And see, like I was about to say, like there's a level of low IQ where you don't realize you're stupid and you try to sound smart. That's when somebody has a really low IQ. You just go, this is a person who was trying really hard to just say words and make them sound heavy and deep and make it seem like they're thoughtful. Like this guy doesn't have to do that. He could just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking pound pasta into my fucking face, love my mother, and like fucking lift weights. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I do me, you do you. That's my philosophy. You want to know what Chris Cuomo's philosophy is? You do you. That's my philosophy, okay? All right? It ain't Plato, but fuck it. That's how I feel. I'd be like, damn, dude, this guy's like at his own level. That would actually be more intelligent if he said things like that. Ashley Williams says, recognizing your own ignorance takes a lot of IQ. Yeah, you know, this is the thing. Like, you're not eager to prove that you're smart when you actually are smart. You just kind of go, I'm smart relative to Chris Cuomo, but you know, I recognize the temperature of the room. But imagine if this guy actually talks. See, that's kind of why I like the Jersey Shore, because those guys, they know they're dumb, or they don't know they're dumb, but they're just happy, and they say things that actually kind of make sense in their own stupid way. Like just that, like, what's your philosophy? My philosophy is you do you. I'll do me, you do you. And gym tan laundry. I go to the gym, I go to the tanning salon, I do my laundry so I can have fun. That's why. That's way smarter than anything Chris Cuomo is saying here. It's way smarter. It's a way better philosophy for happy life.
It's got to be a sine curve, though. You know, a sine curve waves up and down. It's got to be that way. The only
there's a reason they call him Fredo. He's smart. I want respect. He got really offended by that. He said calling him Fredo was like calling him the N-word.
Just change.
I remember that.
If you expose yourself to life, you can be incredibly extreme in your behavior and keep things very stable. But that is not the natural condition. The natural condition is to avoid extremes, but to come too close to them.
It's not hard to be
have
happy.
To adjust.
Dude. People just struggle. Like, how hard is it to be happy? You know what it is to be happy? Here's what it is to be happy. Enjoy a hobby that you have. Get married or be in a relationship and treat that person like gold. Hope they treat you like gold too. Enjoy yourself. Do something fun. Try not to hurt too many people along the way. you know, unless they're asking for it. That's all it is. And then just be content. Find Jesus, you know. These guys are just reading books from dead people. Books written by dead people trying to figure out the meaning of life. It's not hard, dude. It really isn't. Enjoy life. Have a lot of sex. Try to stay healthy. Make a family. Enjoy your family. Take care of your family. Love your family. And pursue hobbies that make you feel entertained. And there you go. There's a good life. That's happiness.
How do you make those adjustments? How do you know? Sometimes you find out the hard way. Sometimes you have foresight. Sometimes you have advice. Sometimes you have help. Sometimes you just have what some people refer to as dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
But
sometimes your brother's the fucking mayor of New York. Governor. Was he governor or mayor? Governor Cuomo. Sometimes your fucking brother's the governor of New York and he gets you a job at CNN, but then he can't stop fucking all the women around him. And then he gets you fired from your job at CNN. Sometimes your fucking brother's that kind of fucking mook asshole. Sometimes.
You're here to help. You're here to enjoy. I'm telling you, that certainly would be the right answer on the written test. There's going to be suffering.
Cocaine and hookers also a quick path to happiness. I mean, if that's what you want, I'd say that's a hobby though. Like that, like you find a hobby that makes you happy. Cocaine hookers for some people. You know, if you want to stay single, don't do cocaine and hookers if you have a family though. Don't do that.
There's going to be struggle. It's a given. From 5 to 50 to when you're done. It's going to keep coming. You cannot stop it. What you can do, absolutely, completely within your control, is to decide what your perspective is on all of it. How do you feel about every step of it? Because look, good outcomes, like that bird flying away, that's rare.
That bird probably fucking flew its last flight. It was hurt. It probably is dead right now. Like it exhausted its last ounce of energy to get away from you and your big fucking dumb Italian mouth. It's like, oh my God, Lord spare me from this fucking guinea retard. And it flew into its death. It probably flew into a tree, fell down. Flew into a trunk of a tree and just.
I gotta tell you, that was like almost felt fake, right? But it wasn't. It's completely real. But how rare is that your intentions are met by a desired outcome?
Hey.
But how I feel about it is up to me. You know, oh, why'd you pick up the bird? They have disease. And I don't.
I don't know. What kind of disease do you have, Chris? Why'd you pick up the boy? It's got a disease. How many fucking diseases do you think I got swimming around in my fucking bloodstream? I got syphilis. I got syphilis. I got chlamydia. My fucking balls is turning green. Oh my God. He just said, and I don't have a disease. I'm not full of diseases.
We're like COVID breeding machines now, right?
Liar.
They ain't so clean.
So you meant COVID.
You control is the effort
you did.
And the attitude.
I got genital warts. Genital warts.
Of your perspective on everything that happens. But that's a lot. And within that, you provide your own answers. What's the meaning of life? You tell me. What matters the most? You tell me.
It comes full circle.
What's right and wrong? Well, outside the laws that we concoct as a exit from the state of nature and into community.
Laws are you cannot call the cops an FAGGOT in your apartment. And you can't tell them you're going to rip their head off and shit down their throat. Can't do that. Not in Florida. War288 says, what if the hooker I do coke with is doing it to support her family? I mean, her husband is very grateful, so best of both worlds, right? I don't judge, man. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to right now.
You're here to help. You're here to enjoy.
Enjoy.
All right, well, what if your enjoyment hurts somebody else? Well, then you're not helping.
There you go.
Well, what if I'm helping so much that I'm not able to enjoy? Then you're not enjoying. You provide the answers. You provide the answers. You provide the effort or not. You exercise the attitude and perspective or you don't.
Amazing.
But that's on you and it's within your control.
Yes.
And don't let any excuses cloud that. Easy to say, hard to do. Not everything you try to help is going to wind up flying away. Better for your effort. And getting shit on, that's just part of life.
Perfect.
I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I hope your head is in a good place, your heart is in a good place, and that you're ready to provide your own answers. Let's get after it.
Let's get after it, guys. Let's get after it. Amazing. That was great. Did you guys enjoy that? Did you enjoy Chris Cuomo? That guy pulled it all around. Maybe he does have talent. Maybe CNN was wrong to get rid of him. Maybe CNN should think twice. This guy picked up a boy. He picked it up off the ground, carried it around for a little while, blew some cigar smoke in its fucking beak. It shit on him and flew away. And then that led him to think that he helped the boy. And, sometimes that's what happens. Like, you get shit on, but the boy that you picked up is better off because you helped. Boyd. That's Brooklyn. Thanks for ruining my morning. No, that was a waste of time. I'm going to die. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I'm looking forward to worst New York Italian accent ever, says Jester 6. I thought it was pretty good, actually. A Boyd. The Boyd opens its cloaca or gets the hose again, says Splatbag. Yes, indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rich guy complaining about his measly existence. Yeah, I think he's probably got a lot of money. He's walking around. He's still not happy. Understand that happiness. Look how Ethan is happy, says Manoho. That's right. I take pleasure in Chris Cuomo's confusion. See, I figured life out. Chris Cuomo was sitting there struggling with existential crisis after existential crisis, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm happy with it. He's really stayed up all night for this, says Jeff Wyatt. Yes, I went to sleep. Sometimes you gotta wake. Sometimes you gotta get shit on by a boy. Make Star Wars great again, says 1, which means go back to black with a beard. I think that's like a callback. They're still watching their way back. Yeah, that was good, man. Good for him. I want him to keep making those videos. I will keep watching them. Lizzo from The Mandalorian. What is this article? Why am I meant to read this? Lizzo from the Mandalorian promotes child mutilation. Oh, interesting. And murder. Quote, I am for people to have the right to healthcare, reproductive, and gender affirming. Is that a quote? Is that a direct quote? Mandalorian actress Lizzo, who did appear in the most recently completed season 3, which I didn't see. I didn't watch this. Promoted child mutilation during a concert in Nebraska. Perfectly normal. In a break between songs, Lizzo addressed concert goers saying, and anybody who comes to a Lizzo show should know that I am for people to have the right to healthcare, reproductive, and gender affirming. She added, There's times I get very political, and as adults, we feel it. But there's children here tonight, and it really breaks my heart that there are young people growing up in a world that doesn't protect them. We're trying to protect them, Lizzo, from people like you. I want you to understand that, talking about mutilating children's genitals is not protecting them. Allowing drag queens to come in and try to reprogram, confuse, re-educate, quote unquote, small children is not protecting them. You put us in a self-defense situation where we have to protect children from people like you. And that's sad. So let me be your safe space tonight. And just tell me, young people, don't let anybody tell you who you are. Don't let any law tell you who you are not, bitch. She then apologized for you. I'm sorry for using the word bitch. From there, she said, don't let any laws tell you who you not. You are who you are, okay? I see you. You are valid. Chris Cuomo's a genius compared to Lizzo. That's what I'm learning here. You deserve to be here in every form. You contain multitudes. These laws are not real. You are what's real, and you deserve to be protected. You deserve to be protected. I agree. So we got to get these shitty, weird, creepy books out of libraries, public school libraries. Replace them with valuable, informative children's books like Ma'am I Am, which is available on Fund My Comic right now, Ma'am I Am. And for anyone whose inner child needed to hear that, you deserve to be protected too, Lizzo concluded. Meanwhile, Bishop Michael Burbidge of the Catholic Diocese of Arlington notes that gender-affirming care or therapy is harmful. It's a harmful and life-altering path. He explained, gender affirmation not only does not resolve a person's struggles, but also can, in fact, exacerbate them. Ew. Oh, that means make it worse. The acceptance and or approval of a person's claimed transgender identity is particularly dangerous in the case of children whose psychological development is both delicate and incomplete. First and foremost, a child needs to know the truth. He or she has been created male or female forever. That's it. Don't lie to them. God messed up. He meant you to be. Affirming a child's distorted self-perception or supporting a child's desire to be someone other than the person, male or female, God created, gravely misleads and confuses the child about who he or she is. There you go. Thank you, sir. I really hope this isn't one of those priests. That'd be unfortunate. Yeah. I don't think it is, though. All right. He goes on to point out that gender-affirming medical or surgical interventions can cause significant, even irreparable bodily harm to children and adolescents. And then on and on and on about that. So shut up, Lizzo. Gender transition is not the solution, he says. And he says that directly to Lizzo. So here's a little Catholicism for you. Oh, look at this little infant. The world's most premature baby, born at just 21 weeks, is healthy and thriving 3 years later. Look at that little baby, 21 weeks old. That's like 5 months and change. Look at that baby, 5 months old. 5-month-old fetus. It's a clump of cells. What do you make of Lizzo's promotion of child mutilation? Pepperonis. Ground up pepperonis, I think. All right, let's go on to our next video. This is something everybody has been sending my way. It's happened, I guess, 3 days ago. Nerdette's newsstand. I have difficulty dealing with Nerdette. I did a debate with her once. Hold on a second. Let me just chicken out for 1 minute here. I did a debate about Nerdette's newsstand, or with her, and it was really tough. It was really hard. Her voice really gets under my skin. It's to me, it sounds unpleasant. I don't know if it's her. Maybe she just has her gain up too high. But yeah, we got this Nerdette's newsstand video here, a live stream that I'm supposed to EFAP, in which she goes after actual fandom, who is even worse than she is. Actual fandom is one of these guys. He is, I think he's like profoundly autistic, from what I can tell. It's my guess about him. I don't know if it's true. I sense it as I look at him. I go, there's something wrong with him. He's got like, he's mentally ill, also deeply mentally ill. And he watches all of these videos and he tries to he's one of these guys who's like, I'm going to debunk anti-SJW logic. And it's guys who do debunking tend to never really attack the main thrust of the argument. They sort of go after one little detail. I've noticed this. They create confusion in the minds of people by saying, yeah, but this one thing isn't accurate. This one little thing is not correct. So therefore, we got to throw the entire thesis out because this thing wasn't exactly 100% lined up with the facts. It's interesting. I noticed this about, and I love Razor Fist, but Razor Fist's arguments about Michael Jackson were like, these accusers can't be telling the truth because their dates are all wrong. And this happened and that happened. Things that are entirely explainable by, human mistakes, memory faltering, et cetera, et cetera. The question is, is the main thrust of what those people are saying true about Michael Jackson? Yeah, I think it was. I think everybody in their heart knows that it was. Anyway, that's who this guy is. So I've watched some of his stuff. A lot of it's about me. A lot of it's about Gary, Geeks and Gamers. He goes after us. And Nerdette's Newsstand, normally an ally of his, hold on a second. What is this? He disproved every accusation. How do you do that? He wasn't there. He didn't disprove every accusation. It's ridiculous. Nothing those people said was true, Ethan, says Ken Jack Ben. Okay, sure. Yeah. Stop saying thrust, says Yellow Spider-Man. Yellow Spider Guy. Nerdette despises pedos. Oh, is that what we're going to find out here? Interesting. I'm excited about this. Ethan, you are a dumbass. MJ was innocent. You think so? You really do? You can't really believe that. Wait a second. I like this. This is a nice video that was made by our friend Michael Jackson.
Address this horrible HBO documentary about me is filled with lies and ignorance. I would never hurt children. I love sleeping with little boys. That's all. Just a grown man sleeping with a little boy. Of course I fuck them kids. Come on. It's so obvious.
That's a confession.
I was a good pedophile too, huh? I built a whole amusement park and candy store. And I say, you kids like candy? And they'd be like, yeah, we like it. I'm like, yeah, you like it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, tell your mom to get the fuck out of here. Tee. Then they did. I was like, oh, shit. Did y'all notice I only slept with little cute boys? Not little girls. Not little ugly boys. Just cute little motherfucking tight-ass boys. Well, better get back to heaven. I got in because I apologized right before I died. Damn the rules. Bye.
There you go, guys. That was a confession right there. Travis Wall says, dude, that's fake. Oh, that was fake? Oh, my bad. I guess I didn't realize that. That one was fake? What are you going to do? Can't be right 100% of the time. Tell me that it's human nature. Why? Why? Yeah, I showed a clip before of, oh God. I showed a clip before of Michael Jackson sitting on the couch with that little kid holding his hand real tight. It was spooky, man. It was a creepy clip. It's hard to say that that's not based on any, you know. Oof. I'm not going to bother with it now. All right. Anyway, let's get back to actual fandom. We don't have to talk about Michael Jackson. You guys are right. I want to believe he's innocent too. I do. I you know, that'd break my heart if it were true. I think it is true, but it breaks my heart. All right, here we go. Actual fandom. Oh, jeez! Immediately, Sonic Nightmare. We're gonna watch Nerdette together.
I hit go live and it took like a solid 2 minutes to actually go live. I really like Evie Muggs, but it is.
Here on the Steadfast says, "Morning, Ethan. Hope you and your family are doing well." Wow. Yeah, we're doing great, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I mean, hold on a second. Ethan, you got zero comeback from Razor's argument about MJ. Come on now.
When people hear that children from other families have come and they've stayed in your house.
What the fuck is that? Can I just ask? What is this? What is this?
Stayed in your bedroom.
What is that?
Well, very few, but you know.
Guys.
Some have, and they say, is that really appropriate for a man, a grown man, to be doing that? How do you respond to that?
I feel sorry for them because that's judging someone who wants to really help people. Why can't you share your bed? The most loving thing to do is to share your bed with someone. You know?
You really think that?
Yeah, of course.
You're taking the position that you use every single night that you go into. You sleep, and you're sharing it with another.
You say you can have my bed if you want. Sleep in it. I'll sleep on the floor. You can. It's yours. Always give the best to the company. You know, like to him, I said, because he was going to sleep on the floor. I said, no, you sleep in the bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
But haven't you got a spare room or a spare house here where he could have stayed?
Yeah, wouldn't you put like you got some company, you got another bedroom that he can sleep in, right? Another bed somewhere else. That makes, what do you mean? And so you slept on the floor and he slept in the bed, is that right?
Yeah, but no, yes, we have guest units, but whenever kids come here, they always want to stay with me.
They do?
They never want to stay in the guest, and I have never invited them in my room. They always just want to stay. They say, can I stay with you tonight? I go, if it's okay with your parents, yes, you can.
Were your parents happy that you were here with Michael?
Yeah, my mom was all very, very, very happy. And I know they're happy because I was happy.
Did they come with you?
Yeah, most of the time, but I wasn't really with my parents. I was mainly with Michael.
But they were happy that you were here?
Yeah.
Happy about it, huh? All right. That's cool. Anyway, let's get on with it. So that's perfectly normal. That's all right. They're just pals, guys. They're just pals. You know, everything's been disproven. It's all debunked. Michael Jackson, that everybody's like that. That's completely normal. That adults treat children that way. He's missing a childhood. That's all. He didn't have a childhood. You know. You know, some of his accusers, well, they got their dates mixed up, and there's no possible way. They were just doing it for money. They're just asking him for money. That kid right there was getting ready to ask him for money. That's all. Perfect. All right. That's my argument. I guess that's no argument. Here we go.
It is not an easy program to run. And I've been really
Trent Kanuga and Matt Martin at For the Fans Fest. Oh, I'd love to see that, Stephen De La Vega. They will definitely be invited. Definitely be invited. All right, here we go.
trying to handle it, but unfortunately it sometimes does like to throw a few errors. So good evening, everyone. I was supposed to have Drew from
Lethal Diva says parents making that money. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It could well be that there are sick parents who are feeding their children to this guy because they knew they'd get something out of it. It's absolutely a possibility, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Comics Elite on. He will be on. We are rescheduling, and that should be super fun. And we're going to talk about Power Hour 2 tomorrow. I am going to talk about with Strange Brain Parts about some old comics and fun stuff like that. But tonight we're going to dive into the drama.
But he made Thriller, Ethan Thriller. I know Russell Hall. I like Michael Jackson. I like his music a lot.
Or Dane, whatever. Who stole his name from the Black Knight, right? Dane Whitman. Okay, whatever. Is actually spreading bigotry and misinformation. Bigotry and misinformation, everyone. Bigotry, misinformation. And we're gonna talk about it. But Rob,
these women with the filters. Nerdette, no offense, but I've seen what you look like. Stop with the filters. Just stop. Be yourself. I have to be myself. You know, I'm still me. I put little dye in my beard and people lose their minds. I am not allowed to put a filter over my face and change the way I actually look. Now, women all do that on the internet. It's peculiar. To thy own self be true.
Robert, thank you so much. I'm so glad to help out, Tris. The moment I saw Dane start a stream, like I knew he was gonna do one, but in the thing he was saying about me, he said afternoon or evening, right? So I was like, cool, okay. I'll just screen record and we'll talk about it on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or whatever. But he waited. What time did he even go live? Like midnight? Like, if you're trying to do damage control because you got outed as a pedo sympathizer, probably not best to do it at midnight, but whatever. I don't really care.
What is going on?
I knew I had to record / snipe it. What isn't sniping when you like?
Kitty the Gargoyle says, where do your guests sleep, Uncle A? On the floor.
I'm sorry.
I keep saying, do you want to get in my bed? And, you know, you can have the bed. I'll have the floor. But Cecil's like, no, I want to sleep in the bed with you.
The other part, Stegman, Andy Lanning, Amy
That's
Chu,
love, sharing your bed.
Weathers, Chris Lloyd,
The strange little
Rooker,
boys.
freaking Merle, Tomasi, and so many more. That is awesome. That is so cool to hear. I do have my new intro will be out tomorrow, and I will be talking about that. I've got a new intro from Robert, from Amy Chu and Ryan Segman, and just a bunch of awesome people. So I got to edit that, but I was working on this today. So it was like 4 fucking hours, you guys. I had it at 2 times speed, and it was so boring. Like, this man thinks he is intellectually superior to the world, and
Chris Cuomo.
But comes off as such a dumbass, and it's hilarious. It's actually really, really ridiculous. Serious. Dana's trying to make a call to people and now have something to hide. Jeremy is so 100% right when it comes to people always have something to hide that they preach a lot. Yes, absolutely. And it's really weird because he tries to use Matt Jarbo's story at one point. Like, Matt Jarbo has talked about me
Sci-Fi is life says, to answer your question, actual fandom said pedophilia is stigmatized.
I know he's friends
trying
with
to
other
argue
people in
if
the
we
community,
destigmatize
so
it, pedos will be taken care of.
We'll actually probably skip
that's a good
over
argument.
that part
Wow.
Because I don't want to bring somebody.
I wonder
into
who
it
would be
that's not
inclined to make that
necessarily
argument.
Into it, but you're not going to change my stance. We're not going to do this whole thing where you think it's okay to destigmatize pedophilia. Wait.
What
Today's
the
Shelby's
hell?
birthday.
Russell
Today's
Hall
my
says,
birthday,
what's a
so if they
child's
mention me, that would make my day.
hole
Oh,
next
spoilers, they do
to
not.
smooth criminal?
They
Oh,
do
a child's
not.
butthole
But
next to smooth criminal.
everybody say happy birthday to Shelby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Smooth criminal's not even a good
How much
song.
Wait. Yes, happy birthday,
I think
Shelby.
Human
Okay,
Nature's a good song.
let's switch over.
But
We're
still,
gonna take
it's
a
no
look at
excuse
this
to
because
sell
it
your
is a
kids by whole.
long-winded. It is a long-winded video, like to the point where we're gonna skip around a little bit. But I do, if anyone wants context, because I
You
am
like
gonna
beat
skip
it?
around, right? It is
Song about
4
cowardice.
hours long. You can't make me do this again. I will die the second time around. But if anybody wants context to the entire thing, I have the entire thing. Just reach out to me. And I can hook you up with that. I can hook you up like it's a fucking drug deal. I can hook you up with the fucking link, man. I can do it. I can do it. Okay. Let's switch over. And we got Dane. Now I did, because Dane is known and has in the past absolutely struck channels that were critical of him. One is Kami Mark, if you guys are familiar.
I know Kami Mark.
Dude doesn't like me. That's cool. I don't know anything about him.
He's great.
But he has struck channels before. So in doing, I made sure to keep this shit transformative. I am not taking the chance. And you know what? Honestly, if you do, it's only going to make you look really
Guilty.
Really bad.
Guilty.
Like, I don't know, buddy. Context in the internet doesn't mix. That's true. I'm just putting the context out there, right? I got to be fair about this shit. But yes, I will.
It was a hit single, you judgmental monster.
The context. Let me see.
I like You Are Not Alone.
We're
That's
not
a
even
good
going
song.
into this with like normal speed. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't do it. It's really, really bad.
Okay.
Just unmuting it. What?
No, just gonna talk about stuff. And if you listen to that shit, she was very clearly had a list of points that she was gonna hit him with. And even whenever he would refute things and explain perfectly rational reasons why the thing she's saying actually isn't accurate or whatever, she wouldn't let it go. She kept circling back to shit. She kept, saying we're hypocrites, which we're gonna address that too.
Wait, hold on. He's gonna talk. In case you guys don't know, he's going to talk about the debate with Bob.
Who had a debate with Bob?
Here's the thing. There's a thing, right?
Black and White is a good song
yeah,
too.
I'm gonna
Black or White.
Talk about the points I wanted to talk about. That's the point of a discussion, right? It only makes sense. If I didn't talk about those things, why would we be having a conversation? Out of sheer curiosity, what is the point of having a conversation unless you talk about the things that you have issue with? I don't know.
To be nice?
Maybe somebody can. Okay. I think
To be
he's just an
entertaining?
idiot,
To be
fair.
fun?
I do think he's just an idiot.
Nonetheless,
Oh my
what ended
God.
up becoming of that? And look, I was in chat for that, being a dick, and I'm proud of it because
I'm
I've had to deal
proud
with
to
this
be a
woman
dick.
in the past, saying insane shit. And no, I've spoken to her. I don't know if it's still up on her channel or not, or if she's like kind of gotten rid of it or what. But like,
No, I had a stream with him once. I realized
By the way, Edwin Boyette is in the chat. He's Middle Earth Storytime. He calls himself that because after he broke his brain over Comicsgate, we're cool now, me and Edwin Boyette, but he went and he just started reading Tolkien on his YouTube channel. He would just sit there and read a chapter. Like, Edwin doesn't understand that, like, you're not allowed to do that. That is called copyright infringement. And I don't know if he's been reported for that yet or what, but like, you can't just create your own audio book of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. It isn't in the public domain. You can't do that. He says, I'm not aligning with Nerdette, but that was an absolute curb stomping. Bob, who is, actual fandom's partner, would have to work hard to become a midwit. So Edwin Boyette thinks all these guys are stupid too.
at that actually that's how I found out about the Kami Mark stuff, right? That's actually how I found out dying is fun. What?
Beastman says, Ethan, you got to stop shitting on
That's
Edwin
actually
and Smiller.
how I found out that
Now hold on a second about that. I've stopped making fun of Edwin Boyette. I have. I didn't make fun of him just then. I just said the Comicsgate broke his brain, which I think is true. and that he is reading Tolkien onto YouTube, which is illegal, or it's it's an opportunity for somebody, preferably the Tolkien estate, to DMCA you right off the internet. So we should stop doing that. But I like Edwin Boyette. We had a nice little conversation, and we're cool now. Smiller, I don't think I'm ever going to stop making fun of. I don't think so. I don't think I will. Like, he's too. We're polar opposites in too many ways. And I think he's really. I don't know. I don't know. I can't stop. I can't. I'm around Mike, and I gotta laugh. He's funny. And not only that, the thing about Mike is that Mike wins as many situations as he loses. So it's not like he's and he's a bully himself. Mike is actually quite a bully. So I don't know. I think Mike is the perfect foil for this channel. A lot of fun.
Really kind of didn't give a shit about any of this that he talks about. That he is truly just an ideologue. So I stopped associating with him. He's creepy.
He is creepy, Nerdette. You're right about that. Look at him.
Associate with somebody that thinks they are morally superior and ideologically superior. He thinks he is smarter than everyone, and he's clearly very ignorant. Like, he goes on a long rant here in a few minutes about what the word ignorant means. Like, we know what it means, Dane. Stop. You're ridiculous. Dane tweeted, oh yeah, they bring that up later, but in case we don't get to it, I will address that now. Dane tweeted, if you had a detransitioner on, you must have a trans on to counterpoint. Okay. If you guys don't know, I had a detransitioner on thanks to Joseph Santos.
How'd you find that? How'd you find the detransitioner?
We had a good conversation, about 2.5 hours, about what they went through, how the medical field treated them before and after, during psychological issues. And I thought it was a really good conversation.
Well, that's me.
But apparently, I have to have a trans person on. Again, if you're listening and you're trans and you want to come on and have a conversation,
says, why is she shouting at me? That's how it feels.
But all Dane had to do was look like 3 videos back where I talk about Dylan Mulvaney, or go back even further where I talk about the outrage machine when it comes to trans panic. Stop the cap. You're fucking ridiculous. You're an ideologue that thinks, again, I'm going to keep going back to that morally superior thing, because that's pretty much, I have no issue with having a trans person on.
I should have downloaded it back whenever I had that conversation with her. We had a pretty good conversation on her stream. I know she is capable of being a reasonable human being, right? Like, she may have held some positions that I think are kind of, wrong or whatever the fuck, but like, I was able to have a conversation with her. Okay. And I was actually pretty surprised because prior to that, I just assumed she was some idiot, former comic skater. But at that moment, she was more recently out of Comicsgate, allegedly. And I was trying to, help her out. Like, because I know there's not a lot of people that are going to go, oh, you used to be Comicsgate. You're welcome. And I'm like, I was willing to do that. I was willing to say.
Wait, what? Help? Okay, he said help you out. How?
He's going to help you, Nerdette. Don't you understand? You used to be Comicsgate, but he's going to reprogram you to be whatever he is, which is, I don't know, obsessed with. The thing about it is that, Comicsgate at the end of the day, we're just kind of like, look, SJWs are crazy. They're a cult. They can't coexist with any other point of view. And somebody like Dane proves that. Like, his whole mission is that he cannot possibly coexist with Comicsgate. He's got to stop it. Like, what? There are people who don't like what the SJWs have done to Star Wars? Well, I've got to debunk all of their points. I got to, every single day, I got to make videos that debunk, their points about Star Wars and comics and all this stuff. Comicsgate can coexist with just about anyone who will coexist with us. I mean, that's the whole point of Comicsgate is like, hey, no more political discrimination in comics. To be anti-Comicsgate is like saying there will be political discrimination in comics. There will only be social justice warriors. Not even liberals like Howard Chaykin are going to be allowed to coexist here without any, without trouble. We will give him trouble too if he steps out of line. If he does anything that makes us uncomfortable, we will give him a hard time. So He wants to reprogram you. He thought for a second that, like, you know, or he's aware of the fact that you used to, for a split second, be a rational, reasonable person who was like, nah, SJWs are out of control. I can't be, can't allow them to destroy comics. So, anyway, because you once felt that way, he's skeptical of you, Nerdette. Me too.
Right? Like, I don't need help from you.
He's going to help you, though.
I don't.
He's going to fix your brain. Look at him.
I don't want help from you. I don't know why.
Accept his help, Nerdette. You need his help. He is mansplaining to you why you need to change your brain. Fix your brain.
I would even have any interest in help from you. You're a weird fucking dude, Dane. You're a weird dude.
He is? That's weird. I thought he was just a guy who sat around on the internet with another autistic fellow named what's his name? Objective something or other. What's that other guy's name, guys? And they sit around debunking Geeks and Gamers videos. That's weird. His name is Bob, but it's like it's like Objective Fandom or something. Actual Fandom and the other guy. Organized Chaos, that's what it is. I knew it began with an O. You think somebody who would do that is weird? So basically, you've got a group of people who are criticizing big companies. That's Comicsgate, that's Fandom Menace, those guys. So you've got those guys who are on the internet criticizing enormous entertainment corporations. And that's a small subsect of, unfortunately, of society. But then you've got Dane and you've got Objective Chaos, or whatever his name is. Organized Chaos. I'm sorry, I said it again. Organized Chaos. And these guys are making videos trying to shut down the critics of these big corporations. All good. All good. And by the way, you know, one of our complaints is that it's political, you know, the reasons why these people are making weird changes to our entertainment and culture. And these guys all happen to be radical leftists. They're all radical leftists who are saying, no, it isn't. Okay. All right.
Hey, I made a whole video about it. Like, hey, I realized
you were long out of CG. Of course I was. But that doesn't go against, that goes against the message, his narrative.
Away from that, to figure out what kind of content you're going to do next that's better than what you've been doing.
Robert Willing says, you were long out of CG.
Like, I reached out, extended a fucking hand. And
you know what's really funny here? Is he tries to act like he's like started this whole thing of calling people out. When I call people out, it's for actual reasons. Is the video still live? It is not Vincent. He actually did hide it very, very quickly. But luckily, Robert in the chat was able to not snipe it. What is it? Just record it. And it was very late at night, and then it was instantly taken down. Funny. Saggy, I'm waiting for your triumphant return, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Like, comic skaters don't have the same politics.
Yeah, like,
we have liberals.
Like, I Googled a
shout
long
out to
time
Heidi
ago
Mealy.
what Chud meant. I think it is.
Hello, Heidi.
I think it means like right-wing person. Or there's another definition, and I would, you know what? We're gonna go with the other definition because it's like ugly female or something. So you know what? Dane is a mild sexist here. Just saying.
Well, he better step up those numbers.
The entire tweet. What? He's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Hitler likes my hat. Thanks, Hitler.
Because
Tristan, what? Why do you guys keep saying Tristan? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Judge Jarvo's favorite
A muffler
one?
for your voice.
Yeah, I don't know what that even. It's just a stupid. I thought it was an old horror movie, right? From my understanding.
We had that.
Wait. Hold on, guys. You're at the scene right now? Shelby is at the scene of the filming of Joker 2? What the fuck? You also saw Negan and shit live. Oh my god.
Hey,
That
sure
is
is,
fucking
Sid.
cool.
Thanks.
Conversation on our stream. It went really well, I thought. A couple months later, I don't remember the exact time frame. I think the video is still up. I'm not sure. I ended up covering Andy Signor on a stream. Andy Signor of used to be, Honest Trailers. Now he's got Popcorn Planet, right?
Yeah, that is fucking awesome, Shelby. That is so cool. I don't know where you live, but it sounds like the coolest place ever. Chud literally means cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. Yeah,
Sounds cool to me.
cool. Okay. All right, cool.
And all I really did was criticize the content he was making at the time, and then also.
All right, I'll give you guys the real history of this because he's gonna go through it. Out of curiosity, for those of you that know me, have I called out Andy Signor? Do. Oh wait, I have? No, I stopped listening to you.
Oh God.
Because you were.
There's an entire breed of Comicsgate sort of person in the chat. Sometimes they get on the show, but they watch for a little while and then, they're really enthusiastic. They want to be a part of it. Nerdette really wanted to be a part of it. She wanted to be on the streams all the time. And I didn't really have her on the streams very much, but they become what's called, they're orbiters. And then they become disillusioned orbiters. What's the word? Remorseful orbiters. Brittany Venti came up with that term. And they go 180 degrees in the other direction, 1,000 miles an hour in the other direction. And really, I think it's, I see these people and I just kind of shake my head and I go, this person wanted attention and didn't get it. And the only reason that they were here in the chat was because they thought Comicsgate would be a means for getting attention for them, as it turns out. They weren't here because they wanted to either make comics, buy comics, or just they agree with the points that are being made here and they're being entertained. They really just wanted attention for themselves. There have been quite a few people, or money. Oh my God, or money. There have been quite a few people. Somebody used to be a part of this and was making videos and all these great videos about Comicsgate. I really appreciated the videos. But then they hit me up, and it turns out their husband was somebody who liked to make apps. And they thought that they were going to get rich making these apps that you could sell on iTunes or something like that. And this guy, he launched an app before that allowed you to follow your favorite stripper from strip joint to strip joint. And I said, boy, that sounds like an awful lot like stalking to me. Sounds like you're stalking. You created an app so that somebody can stalk effectively a sex worker. I don't know about that. Anyway, they wanted to create a Comicsgate app. And I can't remember what the app was even going to be, but it was a Comicsgate app. And I said, and they wanted me to promote it. That was the whole thing. We're a part of the community. You should promote our app. And I said, I'm not interested in that. That's not what I want to do. Sorry. If you want to do it, go ahead. But I'm not going to promote it or say that I think it's a good idea. But they depended on me to do that. They had put together the app and they were counting on me to do it. And when I didn't do it, suddenly there was all kinds of screeching and abuse and craziness, and I'm leaving Comicsgate because of this and that. And it was a nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare for about 3 months. It was nothing but anti-Ethan, anti-Comicsgate videos. And this has been my life for about the past 7 years. I've seen this happen. I've experienced this over and over and over again. And you start to realize that it's people really just want attention. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But people are looking for attention because attention is a substitute for love. And there has to be, you've got to distribute it, but you only have so much attention to give. And it's inevitable that it's going to happen that, somebody is going to be disgruntled. I think that's what kind of happened in Nerdette. I've seen it happen to a few other people recently, and it's just I don't know. It's interesting. Remorseful orbiters. All right, hold on.
Creepy, for one. I don't need to know about when you have dates. It's weird. It's odd. And I don't give a fuck if you call out Andy Signor. I have personally myself. But the issue here is all your content was the same. Oh my God, look at the chuds. Oh my God, look at the grifters. Oh my God, look at the whatever word of the day it is, right?
The grifter thing, like that app situation, that was definitely a grift. Like that was a grift. Like I'm like, how is that going to help? Like, you know, my cause is clearly expressed. Like I am here to help people make independent comics and get them funded. Most especially me. I want my comics out there. So first and foremost, my comics get funded. I want to be able to get my stuff out there. It's my my life, my career, my job. But I'll help other people too. But then when you come up with other weird stuff like that, like I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't get that. There's a whole other weird energy behind it. And you go, oh, there are actual grifters out there who are just looking to make a quick buck. You know, the NFTs show up and suddenly you're no longer about books, on-time books. Suddenly you're about NFTs. What are NFTs? I don't know. Doug Tenaple made $350,000 in 2 hours on NFTs. It's like, the fuck are NFTs? What are you talking about? I thought Doug was about books, things like that. You just realize there really is kind of a grifting kind of thing that does go along with this. It isn't me though. I'm actually trying to do stuff. I want to make toys and comic books and videos that get my point of view out there. The entire reason why I started my YouTube channel in the first place was because people were calling me a white supremacist and trying to convince folks, like you had people like Daryl out there and all these SJWs who were putting that into the bloodstream that I held white supremacist beliefs, which was not true at all. It still isn't true. Although, you know, frankly, I'm getting pretty fed up with these SJWs. So I started my YouTube channel to be able to speak and get my point of view out there and introduce myself. And at least, you know, if you don't like me, it's because you're going to encounter me and decide that you just don't like me very much. But I'm going to give myself a fair shot and be able to speak to people. That's why I did this, to make videos, to speak my mind, which is the most important thing, most important aspect of YouTube. Helping other people in Comicsgate is a distant third to also helping myself get my own books funded. But you do encounter actual like people who are just here to make a quick buck, man. I'm here to make a slow buck. I want this to last forever. I love it. I love Comicsgate. It's fantastic.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're going to skip a little bit because he just goes through the history.
Here's what I told Bob that I was going to say that criticizes him. I'm throwing him under the bus. Bob's fatal flaw is he's too nice. And I'm totally joking about it being a flaw because
nice.
I wish that I had that problem. Bob, you know, and that's why the initiative is good, honestly. Like each of us brings something to the table that the others, you know, we have a lot of
He seemed like an asshole to me.
Strengths and weaknesses, and I don't even know if I want to call them strengths and weaknesses, just like things we're favorable in.
You see, this is at 1.5 times speed.
Like we've been finding a pretty good way of
just me that finds it incredibly boring.
And she's not the first one to do it. So there's been several people claiming that, like, for some reason, that I am programming Bob and Turf or whatever, mostly just Bob, because Turf doesn't tend to debate and stuff like that. But like, people think that I tell Bob what to do. That I
you do.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
If I told Bob what to do, there's several things that have happened that would not have happened.
If I told Bob what to do, you wouldn't see Bob around here no more, if you know what I mean. I don't tell Bob what to do, and it's fortunate for him. But it is true that Dane does actually program these guys. He's just, you know, Dane's like, I want to debate Ethan. I'm like, great. You and me, pal. He backed down real quick. He doesn't want to debate me, but he wants to put a proxy up, and he wants to feed that proxy lines like Chris Cuomo. Like he would put Chris Cuomo up against me with an earpiece, and he'd be like, ask them about this and stuff like that. It'd be like a tag teaming thing, but he'd be secret. Like this guy does do stuff like that. Bob isn't very smart. I don't think. Bob organized chaos. But the two of these guys together are pretty destructive.
The miserable people who... Are more
Didn't get
that
mad at him
is what
because we are
miserable
just a
people
team of
call
people
those who are more
we give each other our
successful
thoughts,
than them to
give each other
go. Yeah.
our advice. If we take that or not, okay, you know. But like this weird idea that I'm directing.
Who like Godzilla says an EFAP of an EFAP, genius content.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, from what I understand, Nerdette goes nuts on him here because he
It's so weird to me.
excuses
You guys,
pedophilia.
It's so weird to me. Okay. He's like, they were making content like this before we went. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. But
have you heard Aquafina's rap song from Little Mermaid movie? It's one of the worst things I've ever subjected my ears to. Says you're in the stud five.
But none of us in the scheme of things are important.
I am.
Like,
You
I'm
aren't,
not
Nerdette.
trying to be a bitch. But there's a little bit of reality in your
Effortless.
brain that's going, me making a video online is not that important. Like, you're not changing anything. You're not doing anything. And especially
That's Captain Cummings
the
talk
way
right
you
there.
treat people. And that was my biggest issue with him, was the way he treated people. The way you act like you are so much better and smarter turns people off, right? It turns people off. And he did mention, let me switch this real quick. I want to show you guys. He did mention, yeah, that's going to look weird for a minute because it's my source, that it was never supposed to be a debate. Yes, okay. If you want to debate on it, I'd be more than welcome. Trust me, I'm on your side, but your execution is flawed. It was always supposed to be a debate.
Yes.
Your proof is bullshit. He's trying to say that it was never supposed to be a debate. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I told him that from the beginning. They are trying to twist reality to their, I don't know, narrative, I guess. Dane is trying to be the Vosh of the comic book community. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You know, clearly thinks that I direct people what to do. He insinuated as much in his debate with Bob. So did Ethan Van Sciver. Ethan Van Sciver very obviously knew that me and Bob worked together from the first conversation that we had, because Ethan was streaming that conversation the same day that we had it. It has 20-something thousand subscribers. I have like, 6,500. And you're talking about guys with hundreds of thousands of subs who really have no.
Wait, hold on. We're going to do the punching down argument again here. If somebody criticizes you that doesn't have the big enough platform, or that has a bigger platform, you're not allowed to say anything. Okay. But you are. You are. You absolutely are.
Thanks, Nerdette. I appreciate that. Yeah, punching down is gay. Like the idea of punching down, that shouldn't exist. I'm gonna punch any way that I want to. No, it just makes sense. I'm like those monsters in Rampage. I'm like King Kong in Rampage. You know, you can punch diagonally and down, and then you can reach down and scoop up a tiny human being and put that's running away, that's trying to flee, and you put them in your mouth, eat them. I don't believe in that there's such a thing as punching down and that it's wrong. If people are lying about you, you should be able to respond, and they should suffer the consequences. Here's the thing, you know, when I criticize a celebrity, like say Zack Snyder has many, many, many multitudes more fans than I do. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to criticize him because I think he's a piece of garbage as a human being. I really do. I think he's a cult leader. I think he's manipulative. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he put a lot of things about my friend Jeff Johnson to the bloodstream of the internet that aren't true. And I think he's really weird. He's got a weird attitude about how he's entitled to tell DCU stories for Warner Brothers like it's his. All of it's weird, man. This whole thing's weird. But I know that when I say things like that on the internet, I'm going to get attacked by that group of fans. It's just the way it is. I will get swarmed, but it doesn't mean, you know, it's not fair. I would never say, you're punching down on me. No, I'm punching up. Punching up is, you know, that's where people are looking.
These bullshit argument of you're not allowed to punch down, I hate. If somebody criticizes you and spreads in your words bigotry and misinformation, I am going to correct them. Keely, thank you so much. Dane, aka Actual Fandom, says he was a part of the Phantom Menace. Really? That's so weird. I also seen a video a couple days ago.
I saw him first because he covered Wolverine is gay, but he made the lyrics nice. And I said, this is disgusting. Like he did, he was like, I was a big fan of Ethan's. I heard his song Wolverine is gay, and I really found it offensive, so I rewrote it to be nice. And he rewrote like Wolverine is gay, but it's like, and that's okay. Wolverine is gay, and that's okay. And I went, oh, that's vomitous, dude.
That was sent to me. I don't want to say by who because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But he said the reason that people like Geeks and Gamers have more subscribers than them is not because they're popular, it's because they have confidence. It's not a joke. That's literally what he said. They have confidence, therefore they get subscribers.
Practical reason to worry about us. What do they worry about us for? Much less, what are they watching us from the very first conversation that we have together?
Because all your conversations are about other YouTubers, dude. That's it.
Eugenio Olivencia for $5 says, UPS says they delivered Wreck Planet on May 17th. I never got it, and I just checked my next door cam. I was standing on my porch when I delivered it. So you didn't get it? I don't understand. Maybe that's just written weirdly. Is your address correct? All right. Some people are saying I'm streaming the wrong video. I'm streaming the one that oh my God. Actual Fandom. Actually, you should hide your kids. Hide your children. Holy shit. She's going in. All right, hold on. This is I will play this 8-minute video that is about him supposedly being a groomer. Read Alpha Eagle's comment above. This is the wrong video, says B-Spin. Is Alpha Eagle in here? What's up, dude? Oh, there he is. This is the wrong video for her going after him for supporting child predators. You want her video titled Actual Fandom is an Actual Groomer. All right, I'll watch that one. I got that one pulled up too. That one's only 8 minutes long. Play shorter videos from Nerdette at 2.5 speed. Organized Chaos Bob makes my skin crawl. Both of them make my skin crawl. They're extremely cringy individuals. Yeah, Alpha Eagle, man. Toki Deathhammer says, Ethan fucked this all up. I don't think so. I think that video was pretty good too. I want to hear Nerdette bash these guys. No, I want to go back to it. Ethan, you should do a reflective Cyberpunk variant action figure where his shoulders actually reflect like your books. There is a paint that can do that. There is a chromium paint that can make that happen. It's very expensive, though. I did the best I could with the money I had. I had about $800,000 to spend to make 4 action figures, and I spent it all. I mean, that was it. It was extremely expensive. With $800,000, listen, Todd McFarlane got what did he get? Did he get $3 million? He got $3 million, $3.2 million to do one Spawn figure. One Spawn figure. And see, that makes sense. Ethan, can you turn on subtitles on Nerdette's video and mute her? Thank you. Play no video for Nerdette. No. We're going over there. We're going to play this other video. Mr. Joker says, Ethan, your rogues gallery is gay. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Eugenio Olivencia. I don't know what to tell you about that. Phil Devereaux says, Nerdette has big Tweety Bird tattoo and Rascal Scooter energy. Oh, you mean Rascal Scooter? That's like when you're fat, like a hover round. All right, here we go. Let's watch this Nerdette video that we're supposed to be watching, according to Alpha Eagle. Alpha Eagle is the #1 Nerdette documenter. He's been documenting Nerdette. Most of his channel documents Nerdette's newsstand. And his channel, I don't think, is nearly as big as Nerdette's. So she, the reason why she's saying there's no such thing as punching down is because she does complain about Alpha Eagle. And so if she thought punching down were a thing, she'd be very guilty of it. So she's given herself, Alpha Eagle, this is true. She's given herself the leeway to be able to criticize you and to go after you and bully you for simply pointing out the truth about her. All right, here we go. This is Organized Chaos Bob here, who, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with him. Something's wrong with him. I get a seriously weird vibe from him. It reminds me, his vibe, you know what it is? He's got that Preston Poulter vibe about him. There's something poultery about him. And I mean, when I saw Preston Poulter, my instincts were there's something wrong with this guy. There's something seriously wrong with this guy. And then we kind of found out what it was that was wrong with him. And I get that same vibe from this guy. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the same thing that's wrong with this guy, but there's something wrong with him. And it reminds me of Preston Poulter. There you go.
I can't do it. I can't. He's defending it.
FBI, open up!
Dane privated his stream, so I have to use this side of it. That's why I was like, okay. Like, the fucked up thing is they're considering this like they did really good, you know? And that's great. I'm glad he feels like he did good by being racist and openly bigoted. Like, you don't get to pretend you're anti-racist and then be racist publicly.
I do.
And then defend it. And then double down over and over again. Everything right of AOC is the problem, right? I'm a radical centrist, apparently.
Yeah. When and by the way, the thing is that she was leading you toward a conversation that if you weren't aware of what she was doing, it's so fucking dishonest, man. And I don't think she was doing it on purpose. I think she's just too dumb to understand the topic.
I'm too dumb. Awesome. Oh, wait. I love this. Let's play a game. Is she retarded or grifter?
Both.
I don't even say retarded. Like, normally.
Well, Nerdette, you are retarded, first of all, because listen to you. You're retarded. You're a grifter because you built your channel by stealing Johnny Depp videos from other people and posting them on your channel in order to increase your sub count and to get views. So, like, you're literally a retarded grifter. So they're right about you. And it's not, I don't want to run you down because, like, you know, you're about to say things that I like, and I appreciate that. But let's not get away from the facts. And the facts are you are retarded. Everybody can hear that. You are unpleasant to listen to. You are fat. That is true. You do hide behind images of yourself that have been heavily filtered to the point where you're completely unrecognizable in reality. So we've seen what you actually look like. And then finally, you are a grifter, literally a grifter. There's no argument that could be made that you aren't a grifter. You can't say I'm not a grifter. You are a grifter because you stole other people's content, okay? You took other people's videos that didn't belong to you and you reposted them on your channel so that people would watch them and subscribe to your channel thinking that you were I don't know, like sort of a Johnny Depp kind of update channel. And no opinions expressed, by the way, in these videos. They were just video clips of Johnny Depp at trial doing something cool, doing something awesome. Amber Heard at trial doing something stupid, embarrassing. And people thought your channel was kind of like TMZ. I'm Nerdette's newsstand. Oh, it's the TMZ of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I'm going to be able to get clips here. I better subscribe. And you got a lot of views and you got a lot of clips for stuff that you didn't do, that did not represent the point or purpose of your channel. You did not express your opinion. Your other videos in which you complain and whine about Comicsgate don't get views. Your comic book videos don't get views. So you built your channel off other people's content. You are literally a grifter. And I hate to point that out, but it's true. Don't say things like I'm not a grifter when you are. It makes the rest of us look bad who are not grifters and get called grifters. And it makes people like, actually, it makes people like Nick Rekieta look great because, you know, Nick Rekieta says, I am a grifter, and he isn't really a grifter. Not really. He does actually provide entertaining content. He does provide legal commentary. People like to watch him. So he says I'm a grifter, but he isn't a grifter. You say you aren't, and you literally are. I say I'm not, and I'm not. So I guess we're all over the spectrum.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But you know, the super tolerant ones in his comment section are calling me retarded. Okay.
He was talking about the fact, you know, she says like
That's my favorite is when like people go, oh, these liberals aren't so tolerant after all. They're not liberals. SJWs don't claim to be tolerant. They are 100% intolerant. Go after liberals and say, yeah, you're supposed to be tolerant. These are not liberals, these people. Crazy.
Well, he says that it's stigmatized. It is. It is stigmatized. That doesn't mean that's not.
Oh, let's defend pedos!
You know,
Whoa.
to harm children is fucking awful and one of the worst things you can fucking do. And people that do it are fucking disgusting to me and to anybody with any fucking sanity. It is also stigmatized in the sense that the way people talk.
I can't do it. I can't. He's defending it.
Whoa. Settle down, bitch. Clint says, did you hear the Mia Farrow tapes confronting Woody Allen? Clint, I don't think so. Are they new or are they old? Because I watched the documentary. Stealth X5 says, when is the closeout for the merch and the action figures? Merch closeout is going to be fairly soon. The action figures are going to stay up all summer long because there's an advertisement in Rec Planet that leads to that campaign. There's like an ad with a scannable logo. And you scan that logo, it leads right to the Electric Blue campaign, so it doesn't make sense to take that down. Stealth X5, oh, that's what I just read. Okay, thank you. You caught up with you guys here. All right. Is she fat? Yeah, she kind of is fat. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what is this guy saying?
Being a pedo is stigmatized. He's literally saying, yeah, it's stigmatized. Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
It is stigmatized, of course. Shouldn't be a pedo.
Yeah, of course it's stigmatized. Of course it's stigmatized. They're pedos.
I like Bob here. Bob has got his finger on his chin like he's carefully considering the bullshit that Dane is saying to him. I love that. That's hilarious. Bob's listening very carefully. Meanwhile, there's a chimpanzee with two cymbals, a wind-up chimpanzee inside of his skull. That is hilarious, Bob. Thank you for that face. Listen, feel free to take yourself off the screen when your collaborator, your commentary collaborator is defending pedophilia. Just go, you know what? I'm just going to become an avatar. I'm not going to allow myself to be sitting here with my forefinger on my chin as though I'm thinking this through. Let me think about this. Let me consider this. Pedophilia is stigmatized. And if we just stop being so judgmental about pedophiles, then maybe they'd seek help, because that's what always happens, right? You know, if we were just to be less obnoxious about murder, people stigmatize murder. People would probably kill less. If we didn't make murder so illegal, people would probably stop killing, and those who did would probably seek help for themselves. They'd probably turn themselves in. Bob's like, I hadn't thought of it like that before. The problem with pedophilia is that we're too hard on those pedophiles, too hard on them. And that's why they hide it, because we're too hard. We should say, oh, you're a pedophile? That's great. That's what we should be saying. And if we did that, if we were more welcoming to the child abuse community, perhaps they would seek help for themselves. They wouldn't get comfortable in society. They'd probably go get help because they know it was wrong. Why would they know it was wrong? Because God, I guess. I don't know. Is she like Kirstie Alley fat or Lizzo fat? Like Kirstie Alley fat. Just trailer park kind of. Wow, dude. He has the most pathetic merch background I've ever seen. Just looks like junk. Yeah, looks like he snuck into his little sister's room. Chunky, yeah, it's a chunky. Like if it were the 1950s, it would be morbidly obese. But by 2023 standards, chunky is about right. J. Bombafen says all pedos deserve to dance at the end of the rope. Well, Jay, you know, that's just because you're not giving them a chance. Okay, hold on a second here.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The way people just like immediately want to just kill them in the street or whatever the fuck, it prevents those people from seeking help, which increases the chances of them harming.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, Dane. Dane, what do you care? This is the thing about people who make this argument. Why are you making this argument about pedos seeking help? This whole thing, like, I'm really concerned about the health of a pedophile, is usually made by pedophiles who are hoping to distract. They don't want to be persecuted. If we could just leave them alone, they'd probably get help. I'm crying out for help. I would just be patient with people who fuck kids or want to fuck kids.
I see. Yes, I've heard that argument before, and that is an argument. Yes, and yeah, no, it would be important for these people to actually seek help. Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to seek help. Why would they seek help, dude? What's the motivating factor for these people to seek help? It reminds me of like people whose lives just come crashing down around them, and then they go, I'm going into rehab. And the reason is because there's nowhere else to go. But, you know, most people don't seek help under circumstances like that until they've absolutely burned every fucking, like, seriously, their entire lives come to pieces. So probably we shouldn't wait until that. And it's just a weird argument for it. Like, I care about these people. I care about them. They're unfixable.
Okay.
Yeah, and as someone
who, seek help.
You know, I've experienced it myself.
But that doesn't mean we should destigmatize it. There are certain.
Lombardi says he's either a map himself or it's because he's a radical leftist and everything in their playbook must be pushed. Dane doesn't have his own mind. Yeah. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, people who make this argument are people to whom, you know, they are directly confronted with this situation themselves. Most people hear this and kind of go, what the fuck? And nobody would ever want to make this argument. Like, no normal person would ever want to say this because it's just so repugnant to them. You know, it's leftists who talk about Nazis all the time being irredeemable. These people are too. Same. I mean, they're worse. 6 times worse.
Things you don't destigmatize. Anything with kids, you don't destigmatize. You don't start allowing that to be destigmatized.
How do you feel about Drag Queen Story Hour, Nerdette? Let me turn that around on you. So you got a bunch of parents. I mean, you got a bunch of teachers who basically want to bring weird gender confusion to little children, helpless little children. How do you feel when you see those images of parents taking little tiny children to drag strip shows and making them hand dollar bills to the disgusting perverts therein? Should that not be destigmatized? Is that your point of view? I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how you felt. That's how I feel. I think we should find that disgusting as a culture. Is that how you feel? How do you feel about the Parental Rights Notification Act in Florida and what DeSantis is doing down there? And the fact that he is definitely putting a stigma on adults telling kids about sex. Little kids, between the ages of 4 and 7. And that's being resisted by Disney. Does that interest you? Should we destigmatize all that? Or you with me on that? Interesting. If you're with me, then that's cool. You're still Comicsgate. Welcome. I hope you're not too far gone, Nerdette. I hope these guys are making you see the light. Find Jesus again. Join Alpha Eagle in his quest to purify the internet.
because you know exactly where that leads, right? That leads into people being desensitized to it. Holy fuck. You are a sick motherfucker. He wants to destigmatize pedophilia. There are some things that I'm very rarely speechless, and now both of these two have made me speechless. During the debate, Bob made me speechless when he called a black man an Uncle Tom and then defended it over and over again. Now, Dane wants pedophilia destigmatized.
Yep. I got into this whole crap. By the way, how do you feel about Lolicon, Nerdette? Now that we're on that subject, these guys, you know, you find these youth enthusiasts, you find these child enthusiasts making the weirdest arguments all the time, and you know, all of these arguments are meant to make Bob make this face when he thinks about them. Yeah, well, what about drawings of children having sex or children, you know, being sexualized? They're just drawings. I mean, the reason why CP is a problem is because somebody's actually being hurt. But what if they're just drawings and animated cartoons? Nobody's being hurt. It's not like the thing I read was somebody posted this at me. It's not that children's bodies are holy and we're not allowed to look at them. It's just that it's child abuse, and that's why CP is illegal, because a child was abused to make it. But, you know, listen, just because people who have probably seen a lot of CP and committed it to memory are now putting it down in animated form for really spooky people to enjoy. You got a problem with that, Ethan? Yeah, I do. I have a problem with that. I think that's disgusting. You hate Japan. You hate manga. You hate Japanese culture. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's all disgusting. Fantasizing about children in that way is disgusting. It's all the same to me. I don't care. I'm not going to make this face about it. I'm making this face about it, which is kind of like, nope, already made up my mind. I have no pity, no mercy, no second guessing. Fuck all of these people, all of them. I don't care what happens to them. Nothing too bad could happen to them. Horrific. These guys are just trying to find inroads. I just want to make it easier. I want to make attraction to children easier somehow, more convenient. That's what it all comes down to.
Fuck. This is why people get upset in the LGBT community when people say that pedophiles. Oh, I know I shouldn't be using this word on YouTube, but I've already said it. Went to be in the community. Nope. Never, ever. Holy crap. That's so gross. I'm sorry. It's so gross. You just defended it, dude. You can't go back now.
They don't go underground. It's like the abortion thing, right? If you ban abortion, people are just going to fucking go underground and do it. And like,
no, he can go back on it. He can say, I was wrong. And you're allowed to say things and be wrong about them and then just walk them back and say, no, I had a second thought about that. I was wrong. Unless that's who he is. Unless that's like ingrained in his identity, Nerdette. It's not just, you put it out there. See, that's an SJW thing. You said something once, and therefore, that's, you are forever to be punished for that thing you said. No, you can say, I was wrong about that. I was stupid. I take that back. You're allowed to do that, Nerdette. Don't be an SJW. But it's revealing when somebody makes this kind of a mistake. It just kind of says, it makes you ask a few questions.
Treat these fucking mentally deranged fucking people.
Wait, did he just... I can't take it, you guys. These are sick motherfuckers. He's saying if you ban abortion, people go underground and do it. So if you ban pedophiles, so pedophilia shouldn't be banned? I'm hoping he just misspoke too. I am too. I can't... there are certain things I can't take. Okay, when it comes to assault on women
Diet
or
pills.
children, that's where my line is drawn.
Exercise.
Files. If you don't fucking get
My
them in
advice.
check, you know, if you tell them that you just
Shut up.
leave them no choice but to fucking, you know, stay silent and not seek help, then they're gonna offend. They're gonna offend. They're gonna harm children.
Yeah.
And that's the, you know, maybe she's fucking too goddamn stupid to understand the nuance involved there. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe
I know exactly what you're trying to say. I just don't agree with it. We should not be tolerant of people that are attracted to children. And that's what you're saying. That if we're more tolerant of pedophilia, then they'll seek help more often.
Nuke, I think
exactly
so.
what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
I think so. I think she
What you're
did.
saying is not okay. Once you destigmatize.
Let me look at you guys here. Listen, I hate Trump, but this Nerdette dumbass isn't helping one in the world with her demonetized YouTube channel. I don't know what you mean by that at all. This will all make sense later, right? I don't know. No promises. I'm EFAPing this. I'm with you guys. I'm just watching this. I'm not here to instruct you about anything. I'm just reacting to this as it comes along, like you. Didn't Nerdette defend just some groomer when he supported this stuff? Yes, she did. So that's, again. But, you know, like I just said, you're allowed to change your mind. I give people that leeway. I have to give people that leeway, or what's the point of anything? What's the point of being a Christian? What's the point of redemption? You have to be able to repent and change your mind, and people have to be able to forgive you. So, you know, this kind of a thing here, it's pretty creepy. I don't expect these guys who basically take pride in their opinions, like serious pride, to ever walk anything they say back, ever. But I mean, they could if they wanted to, and they probably should. So, you know what? That was fucking stupid. Pedos belong on the wall, and, you know, all this stuff. I didn't mean it that way. I was confused. Yeah. Jeff says, I'm jealous of Kyle Ritter right now. J. Obama fan says, give me 5 minutes with these pedos, please, God. Lombardi says, that's the same SJW tactic to say opposing lollies means you hate manga. Just like opposing BLM means you hate all black people. F that. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I read all these people. You get that like chill, like when you read a shitty argument in favor of allowing people freedom to be sexually stimulated by the thought of, even if it's not actual children, the idea of children. And you go, it's not real. And it's like, you know what? I don't care. I don't like that you like it. Okay? I don't like that. Lombardi says, we live in strange times where Dane and chaos here can reach their madness out into the world instead of staying in the attic and being unseen. Yeah, this guy definitely belongs in someone's attic or basement. Mommy's little darling, you know. Source of family shame. Weird. I think he's a divorced dad, though. I think Eric July got that out of him. Can you imagine that's your father? I say that about myself. I'm like, can you imagine if I'm your father? But I say that to Hunter all the time. Hunter loves me, though. Hunter says I'm a good dad. I think I'm an okay dad, I guess. I look in the mirror like I'm somebody's. Some people have to call me dad for the rest of their lives. I don't feel like that. I feel like a big 15-year-old, but in fact, people look at me and say, you're an old man. And my son calls me old man and wants to hang out with me. So I guess I'm okay. I'm going to give myself that. I think I'm a pretty good dad. I made good choices with Hunter. Imagine this guy's your dad. I'm a way better dad than he is. I know that. I'm a way better dad than Marvin Gaye Sr. I'm a way better dad than Patrick S. Tomlinson. Yeah. During my divorce, we had a little debt. I said, I'll take the debt. I just want Hunter. You're free. I just want Hunter. And I got Hunter. That was a struggle. But, yeah. I don't regret that at all. That was the best thing I did. And Hunter wanted to come. So I'm moving to New Jersey. I want Hunter to be able to come along. Hunter wanted to come here. and he was able to do that. So that was good. I was able to finish raising him. He was in a shitty school in North Carolina, like a D-rated school where he was bombing out. I brought him over to Marlton, got him in a 10-rated school, perfect rated high school. He spent the last 3 years of his high school at this great school. He took automotive classes that were available to him there. He excelled in those classes. He decided he wanted to work on cars for a living. I sent him over to a trade school to learn how to do that, to become a mechanic. And now he makes close to 6 figures a year at the age of 24. And he has his own house. It all worked out. It's the right thing to do. And I just finished paying for his braces. I think I'm done. I got his teeth fixed. His teeth were crooked. I fixed those. I got to be a better dad than this guy. Let me see. Hopefully Tyrone is a better father to Bob's kids than he is. You're in the steadfast. All right. Yeah. That's disturbing. People are saying, please, let's stop. Hold on a second. My son's graduating high school today. Kids are the greatest, says Toki Deathhammer. Congratulations. Ted Zagar says, you didn't fail, E. Commendable. Wait, the opposite of failure is success. Say you succeeded, E. Commendable. I like that better. Yeah. Divorce is hard, man. Just crawl into a bottle if you want to. But you have to get up on your feet. Blackjack says, I hear you. When I went through my divorce, I didn't care about anything except getting custody of my 3 boys. I've been raising them on my own for 6 years now. Good man. Good man. It's not easy either. These dads have to step up and get what they can because, obviously the justice system prefers the mothers. A good father that fixes his son's crooked teeth. That's great. Yeah, to me, like raising a kid is like he's still in the nest, right? In order to get the bird to launch into the sky, you got to make sure that their wings are straight. You got to make sure that Chris Cuomo doesn't find them on the side of the street. So yeah, I was like, all right, look, what do I owe my kid? I owe my kid a sets, like he's got to have straight teeth, and I'm going to bleach him too. I said, son, we like this family, we're all about being straight and white. You understand? Straight and white. That's how I'm putting you out there into the world. I meant his teeth. So we have our values, and those value system is straight white. So he gets it. He understands. And once those teeth are completely, I paid for them, but they're not finished yet. He's still got he's still wearing those Invisaligns. But once they're in, we'll go ahead. I'll bleach him. He's going to have a big, bright, white smile, attract a beautiful woman to be my daughter-in-law, and then I'm going to get grandkids. What is EFAP, says Robert Jackson. Wow. What is EFAP? Every frame applause. That's racist, says D. Rockwell. It is? Why? Yeah. Just want this kid straight white son. Not his teeth, obviously. His teeth. All right, here we go.
Pedophilia. You have become... evil's not subjective there. I'm sorry, it's not. Once you destigmatize it, you desensitize people to it.
Yes, it's
and you
true.
know what happens when you desensitize people. You want to be tolerant of pedos? Go ahead. Let the world know that you side with pedos. You sick motherfucker.
Nerdette, I want to thank you for this. This is a really, really good thing that you're doing here. Just making this public. Sometimes people say things and more people need to hear it. And that's all it is. And your screeching loud voice, your horrible, harridan, ungainly, god-awful howling shriek is getting this information out to more people. So thank you for that.
I don't think she's being bad faith. I think she's she's probably watching right now. I think she's ignorant. I think she's super ignorant.
I wasn't watching right now. I was actually probably still live, but Pedos, oh sorry, maps. No, I'm not using the word maps. I'm not using the word maps. You know why? That's like a cutesy little nickname for pedophiles. No, fuck you. Not you, obviously, Sci-Fi. I just mean like I'm not. No, you don't get a cutesy little name. You get a wood chipper. Sorry. 100%. And he thinks I'm ignorant. And he calls me ignorant. Oh. Joseph said, I can't hear him much. Well, open your ears, Joseph. Are you falling asleep again? Are you falling asleep again? He's saying that I'm guessing he believes that people are born with, not made. This isn't proven. The lack of evidence is not an argument here. It's bullshit. 100%. 100%.
Do you remember when I prayed for Nerdette? You don't think this is Jesus working on her?
To
it is.
Associate you with the stuff with Omega. Now he's defending it. Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Oh my God, I can't. Oh God, I did not expect that.
Yep. That's always been a problem.
I mean, I hope she learns. I do.
I hope she learns. I hope she's re-educated into my indoctrination. Bitch, what? I am left-leaning. I am very similar in politics, but I am nothing like you. I'm not okay with pedophiles. I'm not okay with
All three of you have huge boobs.
racism. I am not. You're so far left, you've become racist. You're so far left, you've lost your mind. I hope she learns. I hope she learns how to be a good lefty.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. I agree. Being a good lefty means being tolerant, I guess, of pedophilia, according to what we just saw there, according to what Nerdette has taught us to this morning. So that's a good lesson to take with us. Starting to like Nerdette newsstand. Sci-Fi is life says, I hope Adam Sitch take a crack at them again. Yeah. Soon she'll be a happy, traditional wife who cooks quietly in the kitchen. Well done, Uncle E. Thank you. My prayers, listen, all your prayers have to do is be sincerely meant and offered, and Jesus will take it from there. You know, I basically just, my prayers were like sprinkling pixie dust, the power of prayer on Nerdette. And then I could just walk away and laugh. And I know Jesus has got this. Jesus, take the wheel and hit Nerdette with it hard. Women like her are why I'm gay, says Lewis Lord. Got Blade says, I thought she was being an advocate for pedo behavior. Not this time. Heads up. Surprise. Not this time. Not this time. She wasn't defending something that just some guy was saying. She was defending people who she decided she didn't like. She doesn't like, who are calling her ignorant. So, surprise. Boom. They are, according to Nerdette, alleged pedophiles or people who are defending pedophilia. EVS looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Young Obi-Wan Kenobi, you mean, right? Young Obi-Wan. Hello, fellow gay, says Blue Boy. B-Spin says, if you're not going to use your gong now in the middle of the day, then when? Then when, E? Let me see about that. You like that? Wasn't that great? Andrea was probably working upstairs and she probably went, yeah. Is she coming? I hear somebody. You just scared my dog, says Dan Genovese. Hold on a second. Let me call Andrea. See what she's doing. Hello? Are you sleeping? Oh, you were napping. I woke you up. Oh, okay. I thought you were up there printing out labels and stuff. Oh, you go back to sleep. Did you make hard-boiled eggs? You did? How many? Okay. Go back to sleep, sweetheart. I love you. Bye-bye. She's napping upstairs, and I woke her up. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for making me hit the gong. She's like, I never get to sleep. I'm just sleeping. I'm just laying down. Ethan doing gong hits this early. You've had it now, says Keith Dotson. Yeah. Did you hear a noise? Yeah, I don't know what it was. That's what I'm going to say. I said, how many boiled eggs did you make? And she said, enough. And I said, well, we'll see about that. I only need like 2 a day, though. And that's all I need to lose weight. You woke her up with the call, dummy, says Sheeple Hunter. You don't think the gong brought her to consciousness? What a jerk, says Cam 1138. Yeah, I'm not going to hit it again. No way. She's going right back to sleep. All right, everybody. I think that was good for a morning show. If you thought this was a good morning show, can I have a 1 in the chat? If you thought it sucked, can I have a 2? I want to get an instant review of my work here. A 1 is if you enjoyed this morning show and think we should have more morning shows. A 2 is if you think it sucked and don't ever do that again. Let me see what you're saying here. We got a lot of 1s so far. 1s. People are very sincere. I got a 3 from Pastor Flash, which I don't know what that means. But it looks like 1. Mark Pengrin says 2. He thinks it sucked. 1 and 2, says Storm D. So both of those things. Like we should do it, and then we shouldn't do it because it sucked. Spoop says, was a good morning show for me in the UK. Chris Stanley says, was listening while working. Yeah, I wanted to go through that whole Nerdette's newsstand 2-hour video. But you guys said no, let's just get right to the point. Stormtrooper Julian Caesar says, don't you dare stream over Kelsey. Is Kelsey streaming right now? Thomas Fitzpatrick says, Nerdette was awful. Sleeps through Nerdette only to be woken by inconsiderate husband. I know. I didn't know she was sleeping. It's like noon. 1, but no more Nerdette. We'll probably check in on Nerdette. I can picture us checking in on Nerdette, probably also Chris Cuomo. I can see us checking in on various people being arrested every day. I think it might be good. I'll talk about comics a little bit. Talk about Fat Lizzo. You can't save Nerdette's voice with all the prayers in the world, D. I can. I can pray for silence and peace. Nerdette's voice was bad. You can smell Nerdette from here, says Blue Boy. Wow, some rude things here. Heathen Comics says the cop part was entertaining. Yeah, I really like that guy. I'm disappointed at the way his story ended. I really wanted him to like win the day and then also sue the cop. Like that'd be the ultimate humiliation for the police officer to lose that lawsuit. And I would have liked it if he did. But I guess that's the way it goes. I want to thank you guys for backing all of my campaigns while we were doing this. I think you guys, let me see here. I think you guys backed Cyberfrog Dark Harvest. Let me see if you did. Oh, that's pretty good. Refresh. 1933. Oh, wow. 4 new backers. Thank you so much. We got 4 new backers on Cyberfrog Dark Harvest. And I'm not sure if we got any new backers on the Electric Blue Toy campaign. But you know what? There's always tomorrow. And I hope you guys... Oh, we did. We did get a new backer. I hope you guys will back Electric Blue Cyberfrog variant action figures so I can send you them. I'd like to send you Vespis, some Cyberfrogs, some Heather Swains. I think that would be a lot of fun for you and for me. We're all going to have Cyberfrog toys this summertime. It's going to be fantastic. Let me see how Mikey's doing on the Blacklist poster campaign here. It was at 135. Has it changed? Probably. Oh, 117. Okay, so he is now printing out labels. The way Mikey works is he puts the packages together first, and then he prints out labels. So he has begun printing out labels. Oh, Snake says, I tried. I was linking and threatening to ban people if they didn't buy your dope shit. You tried. You know, Cases says, I've been dropping your links. You're welcome. Thank you. Everybody who's dropping my links and backing my campaigns, thanks so much. I appreciate it. We had a very productive morning here. Sold a lot of stuff. Go to our eBay store, of course, and also purchase things from us, Cyberfrog, all caps comic stuff, and we will send it out to you today. Kelsey show in 3 minutes, says Lama Gigante. It's time for me to go. Thanks, everyone, for being here, and I will see you again either tonight or tomorrow with another video. You all take good care. Let me see. What am I going to end on? Something quick. Nothing too long. Oh, this one's good. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.